All right, there we go. Let's see. All right. Hey, everybody. Hope you guys are all having a good day. Loki says hello. He's wagging his tail like crazy as soon as he heard me start talking to you guys. But his treats are in the back closet right over there, so he'll probably get some a little bit later on. He's all excited. But anyway, hope you guys are all having a great day today. Excuse me. I spent most of the day out of the house here, so just got back maybe an hour ago, so pretty busy day. But I saw throughout the day Bitcoin was still taking some hits, so we're going to have to be talking about that for quite a bit longer. It's definitely just been a process, let's just say that. Before we start going into the technicals of the day, which haven't changed all too much to be honest, I'm still going to say I'm not buying Bitcoin until we find a few days of stability here. That goes for swing trades. I know a couple of you guys were asking about swing trades yesterday, and I was telling you guys I'm not doing that. If you guys want to just have a stop loss, and you guys should be okay. But last night we just saw, I mean, even I guess it wasn't last night because it was after I was done streaming in the middle of the night. But we saw a whole bunch of activity going on in the morning, and it just whiplashed everybody 2 times in one day. Tons of whiplashing going on. So it's not really my best day trading environment, so I'm basically just staying calm and relaxing, kind of enjoying the market moves. Today was just absolutely a slog, right? Just a slog. So first of all, let me actually adjust something here on my end. I want to squeeze this down just a little bit more. If I can I squeeze this down like that, and squeeze this down a little bit like that. And what I should be able to do now is, still feels a little squashed. Let me see if I can do this. There we go. I don't want that to take up too much real estate here as far as my screen is concerned. I can move that over there. And there we go. That way it's not taking up too much room. Okay, so same old oscillators are all still bearish. The RSI is cooling off a little bit, but the MACD and the stochastic, they're still going down full speed here. So, you know, let's give it some time. And hey, Ty, happy to see you back. Hey, Hotep, excuse me. The Works, Max, Gruff, Wilder, Island Time, Matt. Hope you guys are all having a good day. And hey, here on my man. Let's see right here. Thank goodness I'm here. It's definitely been an interesting ride. So let me make sure everything on my screen looks fine. For whatever reason, I reset everything today, and I just want to make sure everything looks okay. I'm gonna redo this whole thing this weekend here because I don't know what happened, but over time I just haven't been able to move this head. I don't know what the issue is, but I literally cannot move the head anywhere anymore. Maybe if I move it to the very top. Nope, it always clicks onto something else. So there's a glitch going on here, which I hate. But anyway, let's go over here to maybe the 1 hour chart. Because we ended the stream here, wasn't it over here? Yeah, this morning. So I woke up in the middle of the night, went live. It was a good live session, of course. And then we started to peak back up. I know I went to bed kind of around what, like 5 o'clock or something like this. And I was saying, guys, it feels like we're finding a little bit of support, but just kind of hold on a little bit and wait for, again, you know, it's day traders only here. We ended up having a pretty big boom throughout the rest of the day. It went up to $65,754. Then just came down all the way again to 61,500-ish. We're getting slammed here, guys. So it's not the most opportune time to trade still. I will say that there's an opportunity for this breakout here. Perhaps we can go a little bit higher, right? This could be something to watch for. So today you might actually look about doing a day trade here if we break out. I think the 1 hour chart is on the verge of going bullish. Yeah, we're on the verge here. The RSI is bullish. The stochastic is about to be bullish. Same with the RSI. So by the time we break out, we might finally be able to have Bitcoin to have a very solid day in the upward category. The trouble with this, of course, is that tomorrow we have this FOMC meeting here, and that's going to drive everybody crazy. The market so far is like pretty much. Oil's down a little bit, US 10 years down a little bit, NASDAQ, S&P Dow, all down a little bit here. But there we go. Here's everything to expect from the Federal Reserve's policy meeting Wednesday. I wanted to go over this very, very quickly and then head back over to the charts. Let's see, Japan rate hike. Yeah, we were talking about that last night. It was crazy, or early this morning. And hey, Pranav. Hey, Alberto. I'm happy to be back at the house. I went to the cigar lounge for a little bit of time. I gave my buddy a couple of those Cubans that I got, and I'm going to smoke probably one of those Cubans today. They're really, really good from what I've heard. So let me just read the article. I don't need to really go over the key points here, but the Federal Reserve has a lot to do in its meeting this week, but ultimately may the way they phrase stuff here is so journalistic. The Federal Reserve has a lot to do at its meeting this week, but ultimately may not end up doing a whole lot in terms of changing the outlook for monetary policy. We've been talking about that for the last few weeks. Now, in addition to releasing its rate decision after the meeting wraps up Wednesday, the central bank will update its economic projections as well as its unofficial forecast for the direction of interest rates over the next several years. As expectations have swung sharply this year from where the Fed is headed, this week's two-day session of the Federal Open Market Committee will draw careful scrutiny for any clues about the direction of interest rates. I don't know how much we're going to learn, but you know the market's going to take one little tidbit and run with it, and that's what we're going to be waiting for tomorrow. I'm not going to be live tomorrow during the Fed meeting because I think it might be a little too early for me, but in the afternoon I'll go live a couple times. I want to go live around... No, I have a couple live streams tomorrow. So I got one through my sponsorship of Tradesing. That one is at some time. Then, maybe at 4 o'clock, then maybe at 8 o'clock or something like that, I'll have other streams going for you guys. But that other stream is going to mess up the normal schedule that I'm going to be trying to make here pretty soon. But basically, the general feeling is that policymakers will stick to their recent messaging, which emphasizes a patient, data-driven approach with no hurry to cut rates until there's greater visibility on inflation. Right? They'll make it clear they're obviously not ready to cut rates. They need a few more data points to feel confident that inflation is heading back to target. And that's basically what we're going to hear. It's not going to be something of a surprise. If we are surprised tomorrow, it'll be probably bad unless it's something very, very dovish. But there's no way he's going to say something extremely dovish tomorrow. If he does, I'd be very, very, very surprised here. All right. Ooh, long day. Didn't get much sleep last night. Now, we know that Bitcoin has an opportunity to be bought for a little bit of a day trade here, but what about all the rest of the altcoins? I think altcoins are giving us an opportunity here because basically what we're looking for is to bounce off of the 200 moving average on that 4-hour chart. And again, this is with the FOMC meeting tomorrow. That move could bring us back up here towards $68,000, and that's before maybe we look at a larger move down here. There's an opportunity for a reversal tomorrow if the Fed says something dovish. I don't know if they are, I doubt it, but that's the move there. Ethereum, you can see it breaking down below Fibonacci levels pretty darn consistently. Right now it's in that buying zone we talked about last night. If you guys want another buying zone, if Bitcoin does break down again, then you're looking at Ethereum coming all the way back down here towards $2,900. But, in totality, a lot of stuff is just falling right now. There's no real stopping at this point. We're hitting support levels and we're bouncing off of it, but it seems like Bitcoin is still moving everything down, if you will. So let's just go through a couple 4-hour charts here. ADA, I mean, geez, Solana looks so much better than a bunch of other stuff. But if you look over here, Solana just broke down yesterday. It's retesting. It's probably going to get rejected again. So a lot of issues here with all these different cryptos. ADA, Dogecoin, AMP. Actually, AMP managed to come back up a little bit. Ape token, Arbitrum, AXS, BNB. You're seeing a lot of death crosses, a lot of larger moves down, and these are kind of those accumulation points where you guys are going to be buying for those longer term holds. XRP, I need not say anything else. Things like Bonk and those meme tokens, they've drastically come down, so those are buying opportunities there, but they haven't slowed down enough to see some larger moves. I would say some of the meme coins maybe have fallen down a little bit earlier than others or more, so they can rebound a little bit more. So if you actually look at the 4-hour chart here, there's an opportunity for everything to turn bullish here over the next few hours, and that might send Bonk back up here towards 26.38 or something. Let's see if I can find this up here. Kind of around here, on the short end, probably right here. But those are opportunities for people that want to buy now and wait for a larger pop. That's what they're looking for. 2-hour chart, it's getting to be bullish. The 1-hour chart is bullish right now, so 15 minutes pretty bullish here. Off of this little breakout right there, then it turned bullish right here, so change of character bullish. There's an opportunity for this to make a stronger move here, that's for sure. But again, most of these moves are day trades. I'm not necessarily swing trading many things at this point. If we go over here to some of the other meme tokens, you got Miro, came down hard. Floki came down hard. I don't even know need the old trend line for the breakout. Right? And now you guys are slowly setting up your next trend lines here to see whenever that breakout occurs, you're gonna have an opportunity again to start those swing trades. I'm not swing trading altcoins all too much until I see Bitcoin stabilize, because again, Bitcoin will stabilize, then it'll launch, and then altcoins will kind of follow that. I've already done enough dollar cost average to get some positions in into those ones. There we are. But right now, you're basically just waiting for Bitcoin to break this. Then we should start moving up a little bit higher here. Again, not for the whole day, but a good day trade here is going to be worthwhile to a lot of people out there. Anything else booming up today? Floki token's up 4%. Boom is up 10%. Pepe is up 10% so far. Everything else is really just up 1 to 2%. Not much else is up a lot. Matic is up 3%. So there's not crazy movement just yet from all these altcoins. And I think that's because, you know, if you go over here to Matic or something like that, you go over to the daily chart. We don't need these Fibonacci levels. Nope, just resistance levels, okay. You know, we're hitting some soft levels of support. Example over here, soft level of support. If we break down below that, this is where some of the larger support levels come along. Let me bring back online those order blocks, because I know I got rid of them for a temporary time. There you go. 4 maybe. There you go. Those order blocks down here on 78 cents. If Bitcoin does take a nasty turn because of the Fed meeting tomorrow, this is where you're going to see a lot of stuff going down to that next larger level of support. And while I love that we're bouncing, it's more of a day trade to me than a swing trade at this point in time. All right, but let's go back over to the 15-minute chart. Let's see what you guys are talking about here today, and let's see if Bitcoin can actually have this breakout. And hey, Steve, happy to see you. Hey, Ken. I mean, the moon. It's going to take some time for Bitcoin to get back on its feet. I don't think it's necessarily going to be very difficult. The thing that I always struggle with Bitcoin is, you know, and why I dollar cost average these dumps that we've been getting over the past few weeks, or past couple of weeks, is that typically Bitcoin will follow the technicals and it'll have a breakout and it'll move with volume and momentum. But then there are some times in a bull market where we just all of a sudden start to launch and then we just don't look back. I'm always kind of hesitant about those moments, but right now I'd probably say it might take about a week before Bitcoin really starts gearing up again, as long as we can find some type of support before then. Basically, once we have a little bit of support, that's all we need. We don't need a bunch of, you know, we don't need like weeks upon weeks of consolidation. We don't need that in a bull market, because especially what, 31 days now, 32 days, 31 days, 59 minutes. So yeah, we got 31 days basically into the halving. Things should kick into overdrive around that time. So this is going to be that process. And hello, Scratcher. No, I'm not going to be live during the Fed meeting tomorrow. When is the Fed meeting? Let's see. $2 p.m. So that's 11 p.m. No, I probably won't be live during that time. I know there's other channels that do it, but probably not me. Oh, and hey, Jake, happy to see you. And hey, Jake, never stop grinding. That's one thing. Well, what I've been doing basically is I've been reformatting everything on the side as far as my schedule and so forth. Tomorrow is going to be the last day where I kind of do some mixing of streams, because I have that stream already scheduled for tomorrow through TradingView. Not TradingView, TradeZing. Go over to my channel. Just 327, 320. Yeah. How's the economy looking? So I'll basically have that one. That one's at noon. So this will be right after the Fed speaks. So that'll be right afterwards, which will be fine. I'll probably change the title of this to not that, honestly. It'll be something to do with the Fed, and you guys can, you know, look at it as much as you want to. But yeah, I'll be probably live around there. So let's sit here. And hey, Jake, if you want to know a breakdown of how I day trade and swing trade, there's a video I just put out. If you go to my channel, then go to videos, then go to, what is it? How do you, no, it's just my channel and videos. Yeah, right. My channel, videos. You go to this video right here that says the best day trading strategy for beginners. That's exactly how I trade. I don't deviate off that too much. Most of it's just patterns that you get used to over time, and you're looking at the assets and kind of the market conditions in which the assets are trading. See, I'm kind of hoping we drop tomorrow so my limit orders get hit. I mean, so many of my limit orders have already been hit, and I bet that probably more will be hit pretty soon. A lot of my meme tokens have already hit, but my metaverse ones and my AI ones haven't hit nearly as much. So I'm hoping I can buy some more Ajax and Fetch AI, because I think they're going to do very, very well, especially with all this new stuff coming out about NVIDIA's new chips and whatnot. And I tell you, what percentage do I start taking profits on my trade? It's not so much a percentage as it is a resistance level. Sometimes it'll be Fibonacci, sometimes it'll just be a hard level of resistance depending on the day trade or swing trade. It just depends on which resistance level and which one looks feasible. Like if you're day trading in a bearish setup, you're not going to be holding nearly as long as if you're going long into a day trade that has a more bullish outlook on the weekly and the daily charts. Grayscale, yeah, they're going to keep on dumping for a while. They said they're going to change their fees up here pretty soon, which will be good news for us, but they haven't done it yet. They have not done it yet. Let's see. Anyway, Walter, yeah, I appreciate you guys watching it. I know like 1,000 people have watched it so far, so far so good. I'm waiting to see if it can get pushed out to get like 10,000 views, 50,000 views, but that won't come from people from this channel. You know, it'll come from like just posting on random people's videos, which I'm excited to see if that actually works out. So far, not really probably going to do another one because not enough people watch it, but I'm going to leave it on for a few weeks and months and see if it actually does get more views coming in. Then I'll decide again firmly if I want to make more of it. The ones I invest to right now are going to be those simple, here are the top 5 AI tokens to buy during this dip or something like that. I need to make one of those videos ASAP actually, and then have my guy send it over there for a you know, to edit all up for me. Let's see. Does HBAR look good? When's the last time we talked about HBAR? Had to be like months. Yeah, all the way over here back in January. I mean, it did fall down and hit the support level over here, which is kind of nice. Since then it had a breakout. It's still going fine. So now we need to have a new Fibonacci level here to bring this out. Let's see what we can do here. All right, so we have a pretty nice uptrend. We're not too close to it. We're at, what, 10 cents, and the support level is kind of around 8 cents. So we're pretty far away from that support level at this point. Instead, what you're most likely looking at is a little bit of an area around here. Pretty close to, what, 0.094-ish levels. So if Bitcoin were to take another dump down, that might be your next, oh, there it is, yeah. Next level of support right around there. As I'm looking at this right now, everything is pretty bearish in the 4-hour chart. It's trying to cool off. You can see the 2 hours actually trying to go bullish again as well. But for me right now, you got death crosses coming in. Those aren't necessarily the best signs here. Anything bad happened in the last death crosses? Yeah, that wasn't good. That wasn't good. That wasn't good. More mixed, I guess you would say. And this one doesn't look like it was good either. So typically it doesn't do well in those bear market scenarios. The only thing that's probably going to save this from falling back down here towards 0.094, 0.095 levels is if Bitcoin can have a big boom tomorrow based off of the not Fibonacci, based off of the Fed meeting here. Let me see if I can go over to the 15-minute chart. Yeah, just like Bitcoin, that's got slammed pretty hard back towards the end of the day. But it looks like right now it's just trying to make a little bit of a double top here. 15's been going strong for a while here. The chart's still coming down. Yeah, I might see it coming back down here to 9.5 cents. That might be an opportunity to buy it, but I would only be dollar cost averaging that because like I said with Bitcoin, I'm not really recommending any swing trading here as far as how I like to trade, because I don't think we've found the floor for Bitcoin just yet, or the floor hasn't given me enough time to figure out it's a floor yet. Sometimes we've reached the bottom and I just don't know because I'm just being a little bit too patient. But right now I feel like I want to be patient because you can see on the daily chart, everything right here is sell, sell, sell. The 4 hour is building back up to be okay. but it's not just there yet. Perhaps if we can have a full day of not crashing tomorrow, which would be awesome, that could be the catalyst you need to see this pump back up over here towards 11-12 cents, closer to 11.1183, closer to 12 cents basically. On the lower end, that might be around 0.1162. There's an opportunity for it, but I might wait for the 4 hours to get more bullish, and even then you're gonna have to wait for it to close above 10.1083 for that change of character. So you're really only looking at a profit of about 7-8%. That's pretty much what you're looking for here for the next 24 hours if you were to buy from the breakout spot with the change of character to this level of resistance. If you bought right now, you could also try to make that move, but your stop loss would be around 0.0988. So just, be aware of that. There you go. And I'm hoping Bitcoin can actually have that breakout now. Oh, and hey Oscar, happy to see you. When will he 100x? Yeah, I think another sponsor wants to sponsor the channel here pretty soon. I don't know if they're gonna do it or not, but they offered me money to trade with you guys, and so I'm gonna probably open up another long-term portfolio here, but with much more capital. So instead of using my own money for the other one like I do on Fairdesk, I'll get like maybe if I sign the deal, I'm not entirely sure if I have yet. I still need to test them out a little bit. They'll give me like $4,000 a month to trade for long-term investing and swing trading, so we can practice everything. And if you guys want me to do a trade on it, I'll do like a lot of long-term trades and stuff. But if you guys want me to try to do a Bitcoin long for like a week or an Ethereum long for a week, I'm going to be looking to do those with you guys for fun and just kind of showing off the strategy and so forth, and kind of when it works, when it doesn't, and how you guys can, try to make those trades and so forth. And anyway, that's what I think too. I just don't know why YouTube isn't pushing it out. When I go over to that BitBoy video, let me go over here very fast. Please don't freeze. There we go. Okay. It froze. It froze. There we go. Okay. I don't mind you guys seeing the money. I always show you guys that anyway. But I just hate that it freezes. This backroom stuff on YouTube takes up so much data out of my computer. There you go. Here it is. All right. So people are watching it very, very slowly, I guess, and that's something. I'm just waiting to see if it goes viral. People seem to have liked it. There's no drop off. Oh, my head's blocking it. There's no drop off where people just said, "Oh, I don't like this video. I'm just going to stop watching it." People gradually stop watching as time goes on. But so far, it was working out pretty well. I'm just basically waiting to see if the views will go up. Right? If the views go up, cool. That's exactly what I'm waiting for. And people have been finding it by searching BitBoy Crypto, only a small percentage, and it looks like browse feature. So you guys see it on the front page on YouTube. Excuse me. But I'm hoping it does well, because basically right now, it needs more people to watch it. You guys don't have to rewatch anything, but it basically needs the algorithm to see that people like it. And I don't know what else it's going to take for the algorithm to actually show it off. But I thought the video was very good. There's a reason why I spent money on it, because look at that editing quality, right? Looks good, has some stuff going on with it. It's more production quality, and that's why I'm going to start moving the channel here. It does take a little bit of investment for me, but not everything is going to be the drama side. There's going to be a lot of tutorials and stuff built around this, and I'm hoping that I can record myself talking about something, and then of course it'll kind of show the back and forth of the lesson and things like that. So I'm working on all that right now and trying to figure out how to do it properly. But the editor, he's pretty decent at what he does. There's some things I want him to fix, but this is his first video. This is fine. This is more than fine for what I'm looking for. Even when BitBoy was what do you call showing off his girlfriend that wasn't his wife and stuff. Yeah. Oh, no worries. HBAR has been we haven't checked out HBAR in a long time. It was kind of nice to look back at it. Let's see. And hey, Paul, I appreciate it. Put thanks, Steve. I appreciate that as well. Put $500 on shit coins and see if they hit the bull run, could get rich. I'll do you one better. I'll put it on shit tokens, and I will do a 2 or 3x leverage on them. Even better. If I have $4,000 a month to trade, I'll put a full 2,000 into shit tokens for you guys. Because the worst thing is I lose money, right? The way bonus trades work for me when I get it from this exchange, if I do partner with them, is that it's like $2,000 in my account, but I can't move the money out of my account and put it into my bank account. I can't do that. So what I have to do is I can only take out the money that I profit. So if that $2,000 or $4,000 ends up becoming like $100,000, I can only take the profit out and move that into my bank account. So I can't take the whole amount of it out, which is weird, I guess you would say. But I think from their point of view, it encourages me to do more day trading and swing trading with you guys, which I think will be pretty fun. But yeah, I'll pop a couple $1,000s on here. I have to answer the guy after the stream is over, though. And hey, Shannon, thank you so much. Have a good rest of your night. And you're going to probably be happy with the shorter streams here in the future. It's due to your SEO not being optimized? No, the SEO is fine. I've had videos go viral before with less SEO. SEO doesn't matter as much as it used to. Basically, I know one of the guys that designs the algorithm now. I've been asking lots of questions. Basically, it's average view duration plus click-through rate. So maybe I need to make a better thumbnail or something. Maybe I'll switch it up here pretty soon. But the SEO is good enough for it to get more views there. But I could probably always tweak it though. Maybe I'll try in ChatGPT or something. Do I think Bitcoin will go lower than 59K? I'd probably say there's a 60% chance if we have some really bad news coming out of the Fed meeting tomorrow. Other than that, we might find a good support level around here of $62,000. But again, you don't want to go bullish on Bitcoin until we start to see the daily charts moderate. I mean, the daily oscillators, we have to see that moderate quite a bit. So if I go back over here, maybe one of the reasons is on the weekly chart, we're turning negative on the RSI and the stochastic, not the MACD just yet, but 2 out of 3 isn't good. All right. Now, typically we don't really have too many red moments in the market, right? Last time we had an extended red period where everything was sell was all the way back over here, July 31st. A few weeks later, we ended up dumping back down, of course. And then we ended up having a nice rally that kind of reached towards the heavens of where we are now. A little bit over here, again, a little bit of bearish activity. That didn't really do squat because we were resting on a level of support. If we break down below that support level, that's where things get bad. Right now, Bitcoin's next support level really is right around here, around like $60,000. After that, we go all the way down here to $53,000. That may be the brunt of where we go down if things don't get better in a hurry. So while this week has been bad, next week may be even worse, which is why I'm patiently just waiting to see what happens. Because there are times where the daily charts, you know, they can be going up, right? Bullish, everything bullish right here. Everything's going well. Bullish right here. You can see everything was going well and so forth. A little bit more mixed over here because basically we just went sideways into a whole bunch of nothing because of the spot ETF announcements and whatnot. But I want to see all of these things cool off a little bit. I want to see the RSI start to get more positive. I want to see the MACD and stochastic start to cool off a little bit more. That probably isn't going to happen until this weekend. So this weekend is the earliest chance I see of us having a large reversal. And I don't mean like a reversal like, oh, we're stopping going down, where we actually start to go back up again. So again, right now, what we're looking at is something like that, right? If we can just hold on for a few days. This is a Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Friday or Saturday, we have an opportunity to break out. It might not lead to another all-time high type of scenario, but at least it would give us another lower high here, either right there around 68,000 or possibly higher back over here on $72,000. And then we fall back again and we consolidate longer. And then we're looking at larger moves. Because remember, this is a daily chart. Over here is still March 30th. This is still before the halving. So we could be consolidating for a while before that ultimate move happens. But if we don't have good luck here and Bitcoin does take that next slide down, well, in that case, which one is this? Is this, yeah, okay. In that case, you see Bitcoin. What's the best way to draw this? Back up a little bit, coming down again, bouncing around, and then possibly coming back down here to $52,000, kind of around this level of support. Squeeze that down so you guys can see it. And then finally making that breakout. Either way is fine for us because we get better opportunities to buy, but you just know it's going to be kind of hectic here, which is why today is such a good opportunity for those day traders out there, because if we have that smaller breakout, Bitcoin could start pushing up towards $64,000, $65,000. But for me, it's only going to be a day trade because we do have a support level right here right now, and that's what we're kind of bouncing off. But I don't know if that's going to be able to hold through the Fed meeting. I'm hoping that the Fed meeting is pretty simple tomorrow so we don't have any surprises. And then from there, you might see Bitcoin take a little bit of a plunge, but it should find a way to bounce back up a little bit here because the low end of that support really is around 60,424. I know we have this wick here, but right, that's closer to about $59,000. So that might be a secondary level for some of you guys out there. I still think that 60,500 is going to be a little bit more difficult to break down below. Maybe at this point. Oh, their Bitcoin is breaking out right now for a little bit of a larger move, hopefully coming up here. So here. It'll take a few weeks, Grumpy. Build up your backlinks. Let's see. Several of the channels I mainly use vidIQ to easily optimize the video. Oh yeah, I've seen vidIQ and stuff, yeah. Yeah, I've used vidIQ a little bit. vidIQ doesn't help out as much as it used to. I think that's just because I actually have the source. There's this guy named Todd on YouTube. This guy, he's awesome. Todd B. Close that. This guy runs the YouTube algorithm. Doesn't look like much, but he's like one of the most powerful guys out there. And the people that follow him, right? If I can find him. Followers, no. Followers. Can I find? Roberto Blake, who's a big guy in the game. vidIQ follows him. Trying to figure out people that you guys might know, though. Maybe I should go to verified followers. Maybe that might work. Zachary, who has a larger channel. Brian NG, this guy might have a larger channel, I'm not entirely sure. Busy? I don't know what that is actually. But yeah, larger creators follow this guy. Oh, did I get rid of it? Oh yeah. Larger creators follow this guy because he's that important. This guy's explaining to me how the algorithm works. It's very, very weird. But it's basically click-through rate, and then you add on other stuff. It used to use more of analytics, and it used to use a lot more of the data. Right now, the only way the data matters as far as like the SEO is if you're looking for search views and not getting on the front page of YouTube. How long do you hold a day trade? As long as you want until your price target is hit, basically. There's no time limit on it. If you make the trade and you're looking for a price target like right here, you hold as long as you feel like it's okay. You can move up your stop loss every time it moves up just in case you want to lock in some profits or something like that. But there's typically no limit on it. You know, if you realize you wanted to hold a trade for maybe a few hours or maybe like a day or something, and it's not working your way, you can sell for a profit and just take the profit and run. I've done that a few times. If the trade isn't looking like it wants to go up anymore, I just take the loss or take the profit and run. We did that a few weeks ago or a few days ago. It was over here. No. It was somewhere a while ago. Maybe it was over here. We bought down low on a 5-minute chart. It peaked up. We wanted to see it go back up here, but it wasn't going back up there. Then it crashed afterwards. So we just started to sell once it came back down here. And then, of course, it really turned over. But I think we netted a few $100 in profit off of that one. Oh my gosh. Drag. There you go. But I hold usually as long as it needs to, because most of the time when I make a day trade or a swing trade, I make the trade and I leave my desk for a little bit, take Loki outside, have some fun, whatever. And hey, man, thank you very much for the super chat. Can I get T on Ponk? It's Ponk. P-O-N-K-E. Let's go with MEXC. So this is definitely a newer token, as I can tell. It's come down quite a bit over the last few days. Of course, Bitcoin's been down. How much has it fallen down? 62%. Wow. So I'm guessing this has a smaller market cap. Let me just verify that, just so I know for sure. 798, of course, small market cap. 27 million. Wow, that is very, very tiny. So looks like it's a meme token as well. Solana tokens have definitely been taken off as of late. Ponk is a degenerate gambler with anger issues onto the Solana network by Ponk. Gate.io, HTX. So it's on a few exchanges so far. Quite a few exchanges. Using our tool. Oh god, that's hurting my head so bad. Ow. Okay, so it's definitely came crashing down over the past few weeks. This is typically where you want to start dollar cost averaging it though. It managed to bounce off of the 50-day moving average, which is kind of nice. The dailies are still bearish here, so you know, dollar cost averaging, don't just out buy everything right now. The 4-hour chart is holding support barely, and it looks like it may break down over the next few days when we have some death crosses on the 4-hour. There hasn't been really any opportunities for death crosses here. Hasn't done too well there. It's so new, yeah. Let's go back over here to the daily. And when's the last time we had a pretty good pop here? Weekly chart. Just, yeah, there's not a lot of data here. Let's start off with this low over here, and that might actually give us a little bit of a treat. Let's go on the 1-hour chart. How's it been holding up? A little bit there, pretty good there, pretty good there, pretty good here, and pretty good here. Okay, so the Fibonacci levels have been so far so good. Let's see if I can extend these down just a little bit. A little bit, a little bit. Broke clean through, then a little bit over here. All right, so it might do okay today if Bitcoin's able to continue this breakout, but you might come back down here towards the 0.05 level. I'd be happy to buy anywhere below 0.065 basically. And if it does manage to break down here, if Bitcoin does take that next step down towards $58,000 or so, from there, the sky is the limit as far as how much you want to buy down here. This will probably be one of those golden zones that you like. Any support levels around here? Let's see. A little bit over here. So you might even move it up a little bit more instead of 0.004 support. 0.0435-ish levels, kind of towards the middle area of this. I might be more excited to buy because you do see these death crosses coming on board on the 4-hour chart. One's going to happen later on tomorrow. Today's Tuesday, yeah. Later on tomorrow, and then the other one's probably going to happen sometime Friday or so. Since this is a meme token and it is a lower market cap, it definitely has the ability to kind of go boost out of nowhere like we've seen. So I would probably initialize some type of first buy-in if you don't already have that. And then from there, just dollar cost average as it tries to come back down closer to this 0.04 levels, you know, back down to the 4-cent range, which will be a pretty big dump here, of course, because if it goes down to that right now, you know, that's like another 30% down. And so far, it's already fallen down 60% plus. It can definitely make another move down here. But it just, with the positions like this, because they can kind of get ahead of you or they can run away from you really fast, I always have to have something of a position in there just in case I have to play catch up. I already have some money invested in it. So looks pretty good for me for now though. You're just waiting for it to maybe take that next leg down. And check out Link, let me see. Oh yeah, Link is the same thing, pretty simple here. It's at a level of support. It's also this old level of resistance right here. It's going to try to hold this one. This one actually has a pretty strong level of support, so you might actually see this try to hold for a few days longer before coming down. So this one actually, I think, this is a good opportunity to buy if you guys want to do a day trade or maybe even a shorter swing trade here. The issue is Bitcoin isn't as necessarily as bullish here, but if you wanted to go buy right now and have a stop loss close to 1652, what would that price be? That stop loss, like a 4% stop loss. That'd be okay to take, and then you're looking for a little bit of a double bottom with the breakout here that brings you back up towards 1851. Or if you're going to be a little bit more greedy and you want to scale out, 1851 is going to be your initial sell-off point. The next one is probably going to be up here around 1861, and then all the way up here towards 1926, 1925 area. But again, buying right here, your first level of resistance, that's going to be a 4.5% profit. That's going to be 8% profit, 9% profit, and up here is going to be 12% profit. I would have the majority sold off right over here with this next level. I don't know if it's going to actually make it up here before Bitcoin decides to make a larger move, because this is an hour chart. just to give you some context of how things went down. This dropped today, right? That was 1 day and 1 hour. So right now you probably have a little over 12 hours before we have the news coming out from the Federal Reserve. Yeah, I got what, 11 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow. Like, 3 o'clock or so. When is that meeting? 2 p.m. Yeah, 11 o'clock. So 2 p.m. Yeah, 2 p.m. Eastern time. Are there any breakout points here that I should know about? One way out there. We don't have to worry about that anytime soon. Yeah, that's way out there until Thursday. All right. Let's just see if we can hold here. Anyways, man, I appreciate the super chat a lot, man. I really do appreciate it. I have not heard of Slurf. I am not the most knowledgeable about new tokens coming out. I usually trade established tokens, and if somebody asks me about a token I don't know about, Mailman here, I'll look it up and do some research for you guys. I have a Bitcoin short at 62,000. Should I close before I'm liquidated? It depends on what your stop loss is. If your stop loss is going to get hit, yeah, probably. But it depends on your stop loss. Not that there. There you go. Shrug. Yeah. When it comes to day trades and swing trades and all that, stop loss, stop loss, stop loss, stop loss. It saves you so much anguish. Because I guess if you were to short over here, I guess what, 4 o'clock, your stop loss would have been right here around 62,818. It looks like. But again, like we talked about yesterday, actually, our moves down haven't been as violent as far as making the new lows. So each time we go through it, you can see how it's like we're taking stairs down. This low is to here, which is to here, which is, you know, bouncing off over and over again. We haven't had too many violent moves towards the bottom of the move here. If you're able to get the higher low, so to speak, or the lower high, excuse me, that's tend to be the best opportunity for the shorts. But what do we have? That 4-hour chart? We had the order block right here. That order block was definitely a pain in the deal for bears to break through. There we go. There's like Ethereum next support level. It's a little bit lower, kind of around $3,100 here. But it's also basically just the 50-day moving average here. So we're pretty close to that Ethereum support level. If things don't work out in our favor and we break down again, it comes all the way back down here towards $2,800, or you could say even closer to maybe $2,900 to $2,800. Anywhere in the bottom half of this level, I'd be happy to buy Ethereum. Oh, let's go see. Everything's still pretty bearish here. Nothing is really bullish just yet. The 4-hour is still pretty bearish. It's trying to liven up though. So you may actually see a little bit of a breather here, guys, from a few tokens. The thing for me is we've had a few breathers so far. You can see right there, right? And you can see how those breathers lasted. We had a few minutes of going up, which was nice, but afterwards we ended up coming back down. So again, this is why I'm not swing trading. I'm only day trading. It might even be better just to focus on the hourly charts. Even the hourly ones don't give you really much momentum. It falls down well before that occurs. Right now, we just went bullish on the 1-hour chart. We're up against the 20 moving average here with a resistance level that's only at $3,300. But yeah, that next level of support seems to be around $3,100, maybe a little bit above it. It's not that strong of a support level right now. There we are. Hey, Ethereum is trash. I appreciate it, my man. I heard HBAR is coming out next week. I don't even know what that that is. I need to figure some of that stuff out here. Should I swap Solana for Bitcoin? That's a total personal choice. That's like Solana has a lot further to go down if Bitcoin does take another dump, but Solana has been outperforming Bitcoin a lot over the past few weeks. Like what have we been looking at? Last 30 days, Bitcoin's up 22%. Solana's up 55%. Last 90 days, Solana's up 107%. Bitcoin's only up 44%. If you want to rotate it in there, you can. But it's basically just which one you prefer. And hey, Nature Sounds, I appreciate it. It's right here. Hey, Jermaine, did I ever look at the IRS dev and Twitter is back apparently? No, I haven't looked at it. I know is that IRS a meme token, I think, or what is it called? I haven't had a chance to look at it yet. And hey, would love to see you spend some of that potential sponsorship money on some crazy small market cap coins and see what happens. I'm up 2,000% on Skid right now and it's risky. Well, I don't know what type of tokens the exchange actually has. Is whenever I practice on an exchange or I test it out before I do the sponsorships, I'm always doing Bitcoin and Ethereum trades. I'm not necessarily doing the meme coin trades. Let me see what type of trades they do. Oh, they got plenty. They got plenty. Wow, look at all those. These are all futures, right? Yeah. I'm still scrolling. Jesus, yeah. So they got plenty. They got plenty of tokens to choose from. So yeah. And the funding rate isn't expensive. That's nice to see. Oh, they even got Bohm here. I can leverage trade Bohm. Maybe I'll do that. A $200 2x long. See where that goes. That might be kind of fun to go into as well. But yeah, I think that'll be fine. On Jupiter? Oh, no worries, man. Let's see. Hey, Amar, your opinion, I'm up 3K in ICP. Do I sell it all on hold? It depends on what your plan was. Did you plan on holding for all-time highs or something, or you just want to take the profits and run? Both are very good options. For me, if I'm looking at a swing trade, if I see a profit, I'm usually going to sell, take the profit, and then wait for a better opportunity to buy more tokens up and that type of stuff. But it's all personal preference. Like before you guys even make the trade, before you hit the buy button, you guys have to know about when you want to sell. Do you want to sell when it's like, 50% profit, 20% profit at a resistance level, something like that? Or are you guys looking to, not have a particular date or level that you want to sell it, and you guys are just basically waiting to sell when Bitcoin you think is hitting all-time highs around like $100,000, $100,000 plus basically. But it's a total personal preference. I'm usually going to say I like to lock in profits. I like to lock in the profits, see my account grow, and then from there look for another trade to make down the road. Right? The downside is if you guys do sell, then what you're looking at is maybe ICP starts to boom later on today, then you feel inclined to buy back in, and that can really mess it up if you don't have a plan. So you have to have a plan every time you make a trade, because it's like your job, right? If you don't have a plan, it's going to make it a lot harder for you guys to make consistent profits, which is the whole reason you guys are most likely in the markets here. Not sure if they're trash. Probably can't buy them in New York. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of tokens that I don't really know all too much about, but if I get this deal done, it'll probably be live. We'll be using it starting on the 1st of April. Maybe if I'm lucky a little bit before then, but no exact time frame. I have to test it out more. It's just something I do with the new exchanges. And hey, Tipsy, I wasn't logged in. If you don't log in, it doesn't give you up to the thing. Like when I go to Fairdesk and BY DeFi, they have it already done. See, already done for me. You go over to the futures account. It's all done. You don't got to do anything else here. That's why, but that one, I'm sure it has a dark mode on there. Well, actually, I know it has a dark mode on there. It's on the left. I bought Boom, and then it leverage it, sadly. Bought up 40% on 150 worth. I bought some Pepe. That's good. Let's see. Yeah, what do you call it? Just having positions in some of those volatile tokens can go a very, very long way. Typically, it doesn't take a lot of money to make a lot of money there. And the good thing about Boom is that it crashed so hard that the market cap came back down to acceptable levels. If you go over here and you go to Boom, right? The market cap right now is at $689 million. Just a few days ago, you know, it was up to 1.4 billion. It went as far as 500 million. It came back into the acceptable realm. This is when I bought mine right here. No leverage, no nothing, just bought some up. And that's what I'm looking for. Easy as peasy. What I'll probably do is buy $100 worth, $200 worth or something like that. With a 2x or 3x leverage. I don't want to make the leverage go too high because this thing can go all over the place on the downward side as well. You bought ICP off the Coinbase listing at 125, ripped to my ICP. Oh yeah. Yeah, ICP came out way too high, way too hot. I think I had some ICP, but I think they were doing, if you do the quiz or something, you get like one ICP or a portion of an ICP or something like that. So I ended up doing the quiz and I got like a portion of an ICP when it first came out. And hey, Brandon. So when it comes for those types of coins to break out, it's not so much of a win because we don't know when Bitcoin's going to fall down yet. You're basically waiting for Bitcoin to tell you that everything is geared to go back up. Typically, it takes a while. This is why I'm not like just jumping right into the market. I've been much more patient. Like I posted a video I think this morning and even yesterday was saying, oh, even the streams, you guys know, I'm not swing trading right now. I'm basically just waiting because I'm afraid that we might continue to come down, and we saw that move down over the last few hours, of course. But to simplify things, because I know a lot of you guys have already seen this plenty of times. Can I go to auto? There we go. All right. Squeeze this down a little bit. A little bit here. Okay. Right now this is red. Right now this is red. These are two bad signs. Let me put an X. And actually, let me just copy. Excuse me. Clone right here. Oh, it won't let me. Oh, interesting. Okay, something's glitching out here because it made a whole bunch of copies. There you go. There you go. All right. So X bad. I need these to be turning back into green like the MACD is right now. And then of course, what I need is on the daily charts here, I need everything to go back to green. And that's when I'll end up doing a trade. Not before then as far as swing trades. And you're going to see the same pattern ending up happening with a lot of different altcoins here pretty soon. So the last time we went from red to green on all these types of things was right here. So you may not buy the best price. We've been dollar cost averaging, so we have some, you know, investment already in here. But once you buy, things tend to go up pretty fast once you buy. Okay, that's one of the reasons I like to do this. Now, let's say we pick any token out there, like a Matic. Matic is pretty general, right? Pretty normal. Let's get rid of all the old technicals here. So you saw in the weekly charts, Matic has been bullish since here. Right here, everything was bullish here. We got into negative territory with a few things over here, but then everything got bullish again right here again. So two bullish signals on the weekly charts happening. Go over here to the weeklies. Bearish right here during that time frame. It only went bullish right here. And of course, as soon as you buy, you see how it just typically continues on that pattern. You don't necessarily have to maybe wait a little bit longer, otherwise might have to. So just buy. You know, you see it's fine. Another opportunity here. Again, you can see that we had a breakout. And you can see how right there, the weekly chart was still not all the way good. So you see how that breakout didn't really materialize the way you might want it to. Over here, everything's green, doing okay. So this is where the weekly chart went green, excuse me. And it was after the breakout, you can buy right there. And then you're looking at a little bit of a nicer time. Excuse me. But yeah, that's typically the way I like to trade. And so what I'm waiting for right now is if you go over to like a link or something we were just talking about, what else is there? Like an AJAX, an AI token. These haven't fallen down nearly as much, but you see how they're still red? You go to last time, they're just now turning red here. So I'm going to be patient over the next few weeks before I really start buying in heavily. The last time everything went green was over here. Let's move it up maybe a little bit more. Oh, right there actually matches up pretty well. Okay. Go over here to the daily chart. Kind of hard to see because it went up so fast. Green, green, green. Everything's still looking pretty well. And of course, I guess you might be looking at something of a breakout from there with this ascending triangle here. A breakout that happened right here afterwards. You buy that breakout, and then you're not necessarily anticipating a larger move like that, but you're anticipating it going up to a certain degree where you can consolidate, and the move will ultimately continue going higher and higher and higher. I never assume we're going to go parabolic like this. I assume we're going to have something more like this kind of going on. And that's usually the best way that I found to try to predict when altcoins or just any token in general is going to have that larger move. Right now though, the weekly is just now turning bearish. So this means that we might have 2 to 3 weeks of more bearish moves. It doesn't mean that we're going to be crashing down week after week after week. For example, back over here, you know, everything told you to sell right here, right? We had one dump and then we went sideways for a while. Nothing was happening. We found some support levels, managed to hold. And of course, things turned around after we found enough support levels, right? So it doesn't mean we're going to have to necessarily crash, but after being this oversold or overbought, we can definitely come back down towards $52,000. Definitely. We're at a pit stop right now. Let's hopefully we can consolidate a little bit more, then try to go higher again. We just have to find out where that firm level of support is going to be. And once we have that firm level of support, whether it's right now, a few days from now, whatever, from there, we're going to have to watch it go, then wait for that larger move there. It's just a little bit more interesting during this market cycle because we're having all of these all-time highs and these crazy moves, and they're happening well before the, well, this breakout didn't work, that sucks. It's happening all well before the halving, which is still, what, 31 days away? So, not the best. I meant SHIB. I don't even know what that is either. SHIB K? It might be, is it related to SHIB perhaps? What state allows you to buy most coins? I don't know exactly which state it is. It's probably one of the states that has less regulation. Like Washington State, I can't buy every token I want to. But yeah, it depends on each state. And then makers, love the information you offer. Maybe we can go to 58,060 for the last washout. Then FOMC, we go green tomorrow. Just suspicion. Well, you know, if you really want to get specific on potential days where you could see reversals that actually have sustained bottom, where we could just go up from there, it really goes into the CPI dates. So up and coming, we have one on April 10th. That is about 3 weeks from now. And that kind of makes sense where we could potentially reach a bottom here. Afterwards, we have May 15th, then we have June 12th. You know, those ones, I don't think we're going to be down crazily down around that time, at least I hope we're not. But April 10th should still be fine. And then from there, you know, April 10th in the scheme of things is right there. Right? So we still got a lot of time to consolidate, be chill, come down even more possibly, maybe even come down here to $50,000 or whatever. But honestly, like once we come to that one, inflation should be coming down. Should. If inflation is still going up, something is really, really wrong. And the Fed is going to have to maybe take some more drastic efforts than they otherwise might have taken. There they are. But yeah, the Fed is just oosh. They're in a pickle here. They're definitely in a pickle. And even right now, Bitcoin's still trying to get hit hard. I mean, they're still trying to force us down after consolidating for a few hours. They're still trying to slam us down. We just can't get any breaks right now. Let me go over here though. Let me put down the next support level that we have, and that's a firm level of support. We'd probably go towards the daily candle. I'd probably add a couple here. Excuse me, guys. Jeez, hiccups. I drink a lot of water while I was at the cigar lounge today. Whenever I go to the cigar lounge, I drink a bottle of Pellegrino. My favorite stuff. I don't usually drink if I'm, driving, but bottle of Pellegrino, that's boozy enough for me with a good nicotine kick from the cigars. All right, we can watch this play out here. And of course, the short-term support level here, I'll get rid of it pretty soon, is right there at 61,555. We seem to be getting hit pretty hard here. Let me just move down the RSI and the stochastic. Oh, let's get the stochastic up. Shrink it down a little bit. There we go. And they're still trying to push us down a little bit more. You can see the buy orders coming in strong, millions and millions. Then all of a sudden you see the $0.5 million sell-off right there. Because of all this stuff going on, let me see if I have any cigars I can smoke here easily. For Padron 1964, my friend gave me a El Buble. I can't, Privada, I don't know. Never smoked one of those. And then I have a Fausto Estili. This is a custom one from Chicago, which is pretty cool. Let's try the El Buble one. Then, since this will be a decently length stream tonight, I'll pull out the Cubans next. I have a nice Cuban box here as well. Let's see. I can take this out at least. There we are. A good old box of Habanos. I think I got 8 left in there as well. Gave 2 to a friend. Damn, I mean, we're still heading down. Let's see. We're not getting any love by the bull gods, I tell you that. Oh, which reminds me, I need to get some. I got my cutter and my lighter also in here, so let's get the lighter out. Let's get the cutter. Now you guys know why I've been so patient on swing trading. It's just not, it's not worth it at this point at all. There we are. Well. Let's sit here. How much do I normally spend per cigar? A lot of these cigars that I get are gifts from friends, but like this is a box of, I'll show you guys this very fast. I'm trying to see if it's actually gonna flip down while I'm talking. It's definitely trying to flush down instead of me showing you this box here. Oh well, here we go. Stuff like this, like these ones. These are Royal Robustos from Cuba. These ones usually cost about 30 bucks a pop. Oh, my bad, 30 bucks a pop. They're really nice though. They're really tasty. But usually I'll blow through about $100-something of cigars a day if I'm smoking with friends and whatnot. Oh, we managed to hold a little bit here. That's nice. A little bit of a hold. Oops. Oh, just napkin. All right, there we go. My dad used to smoke those huge Dutch cigars. They smell and tasted great. You should try buying some cigars from Holland. You won't be disappointed. As long as they can make it through customs. Whatever. Customs is such a bitch for America. If I get something imported, from what I understand from my friends, I've tried to do so, it can get held up in customs and they won't release it. They'll just confiscate it. There you go. This one smells okay. Not my favorite smell, but it should do fine. My friend gave me this because he doesn't smoke Privada cigars. I don't think I've actually had one of these before. Let's go back over to the 5-minute chart so we can see what's happening here. A whole bunch of sideways action. Oh, it's lit. Okay, that's just me. There we are. But yeah, I go through quite a few cigars. Dude, we're getting no love right now. They're just killing us right now. I mean, the thing that sucks about this type of market environment, it makes it very hard for short sellers and long people that go long to make a lot of money here. It's very easy to get stopped out in this market environment, which is why I'm not even trading right now. Any makers, I've never been a fan of using trading bots, but I haven't tried one since like 2021, 2022. So it's been a hot minute since I've tried them. You can give it a shot if you want to, but I've just never done it before. I've just never liked them. Like, you know, I just like to control everything myself. I'm kind of not a perfectionist, but I like to be hands-on with all of my trades. How much does a box cost? A box of those Cubans runs about $300. So like 30 bucks a stick with 10 sticks, you know? If you bought them for retail, probably they might be 33, 34 bucks because, you know, you're buying them individually instead of with the box. Like with the box, you get like a 20% discount or a 15% discount. But again, I'm not buying those from some Cuban shop. I have to get them through a friend that has them already in the United States because I'm not going to pay to get stuff in and out of the States. It's too much of a hassle. I bring cigars from La Habana every year, sir. They're good. I enjoy Cuban cigars a lot. As long as they have a good amount of flavor, they're more full-bodied, I enjoy them. I don't enjoy cigars that are lighter. The ones that you drink with coffee and whatnot. I'm not the biggest fan of champagne. Not my cup of tea. How did a lot of the other coins? Ethereum didn't take that drop too well. Dogecoin didn't like that. AMP was okay, actually. Ape token didn't like it. Some things are still trying to move up. AVAX is definitely coming down a little bit more, though. AVAX is making the new lows here as far as this this downtrend that we've been seeing. There we are. But at least we managed to hold. That's a sign, I guess. That's a sign. I know, Sushi Sniper, always happy to help out. And again, if you guys do want to take some trades right now, all you have to do is have a stop loss and you can trade as much as you want to. But having a stop loss really just lets you kind of just watch the market and not have to worry. Remember last night we did a $100 trade. I lost like 13 bucks off of it, mostly because I didn't think it was going to work out. But I was like, let's just wait and see. But as soon as you have the trade opened with the stop loss and the price target involved, all you have to do is wait. That's it. All you have to do is wait. And that's something that I really do enjoy doing. Just patiently waiting, nothing else, nothing more. You're just basically just sitting around and not doing anything after the trade is done. Right now, we're still seeing some bearish moves. Let's go back over to the 1-minute chart. How are they still pushing us down here? And you can see the activity over there, right? On the top right-hand side of your screen. I can see why he didn't like this. The flavor isn't the best, but the cigar quality is pretty good. I don't know. This might be, I don't know if this is a cheap cigar or not, but tastes like a cheap cigar, but it feels like it's a quality roller. Good amount of smoke though. Let's see if I can find this. Let's pull this off to the side though. See. Did it come with a wrapper or anything like that? No. Oh, this provide a cigar club. That's what it is. Yeah, it's a cheaper one, but good leaf involved. It's a $12 cigar from Nicaragua. That explains it. And of course, it ashes out right there instead of where I need it to go. There we go. So I want to blow all the ash out of my keyboard before it starts to burn into wiring and stuff. All right, there we go. So we might be looking at another new cycle, a new pullback low here pretty soon. Let's zoom in here a little bit more. There we are. Hey MDZ, my full-time trader? Yeah. I would even say now I'm kind of a part-time trader because of YouTube. But basically, I live off of my trading money, and all the YouTube money goes back to YouTube. So for me to pay editors and whatnot. But yeah, I've been trading full time for a few years now. Let's see. Bohm is ignoring the Bitcoin drop. Bohm's is in its own category here. It's in its own category, and I'll answer some of you guys' trades or technical analysis questions. Just remind me in a few minutes. I want to see what happens with Bitcoin here, if we're going to be able to hold or not. It feels like we're trying to, but I don't know if the bulls are going to be strong enough here. Every day we have a little bit of a breather, and then we just start crashing down even more and more and more dollars. More and more and more. It'd be nice to have one day where we don't do anything, because again, we have to wait for the Fed announcement happening in about what 12 hours or so. A little bit longer than 12 or 13, 14, maybe 15 hours. All right, there you go. Bitcoin's come back up a little on the 1 minute chart. Now I can go over here and check out something for Zach. 88, yeah. All right. There you are. All right, so right now 88 definitely has broken down. We already know that, but it's at a pretty good level of support here. So, this kind of matches up with Bitcoin pretty closely. The lower end of that support is around 5680 here, so 0.5680. If Bitcoin does take that next leg down and we start going back down towards $58,000 or so, that'd be about a $4,000 less drop for Bitcoin. ADA would most likely come back down here towards the low end of this support level, closer to around 53 cents. Think of it as the high points of here, also the support level, so it's a pretty strong level of support. That's why I'd probably see the next level to be buying in at. For me though, does it match up with any Fibonacci levels? That's the key here. There we go. Let's push this up a little bit more. A little bit, not really a lot. It comes back down to towards the body of the candle. So far, it's actually been working out okay. Let's hop out of this one. This one, that one, go away. Let's go to maybe the 4-hour chart. Let's see if it's been able to kind of hold here. A little bit. This one is okay. The Fibonacci levels have not been the most accurate as far as buying them, unfortunately, so far. But let me go back over to the original settings that we had with the Fib levels based on log scale. A little bit better here, a little bit better there. Here, a little bit better as well. Yeah, it might come back down here to 0.5587 though. That's close enough to some of this resistance levels that we just talked about a few minutes ago. That might work out, but it's not here. So I might actually go with the Fibonacci level over this level of a little bit resistance, a little bit support. I might just flow along with the 0.55 level, 0.5581 level, excuse me. Go back over here though, because we do have a little bit more data we can go off of, I think. Oh, no, we don't. Never mind. I already did that one. Oh, we also have a 20-week moving average, though. Has that been a level to consider? Not all too often. A little bit here, but not much, though. Keep an eye if we bounce off the 20-week. The 50-week, or excuse me, the 50 days, we're already down below that one, and the 200. Yeah, you might see this come back down here towards 55, 54. Where is that level? Yeah, 55. At worst, it comes down here towards 50 cents. Excuse me, 48 cents. Still bearish as far as I can see, though. 5-minute chart, a little bit better now. Still a lot of volatility kicking off that, though. And hey, Bullish Roger Doge, I appreciate the $2 super chat. Let me know, Kakinu. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah. Let's look at that very quick. Luckily, I made sure to check it out. Something just happened on the 5-minute chart here, which is interesting. Popped up a few percent. How much was that? 8%. Ah, that's a pretty nice move right there. All that died off really fast. So this one's bleeding. This one's definitely bleeding here. The Fibonacci's ended up working out pretty well. Found a support, or low, high, low, resistance, resistance. Well, was there resistance here at all? A little bit here, and then we found some resistance up towards the top. Since then, it's definitely cooling off with a death cross. This thing probably wants to come back down a little bit more, closer to the 29.27 level. Let me just add a Fibonacci level on here, because I don't even know if the Fibonacci is going to work with something that's this volatile. Excuse me. It went down, tested out for a few days. Yeah, and that's also level of resistance. It looks like it wants to come down here towards 30.46 as the last four numbers. If Bitcoin takes a couple weeks to get figured out and we keep on going down towards the 50s, you might actually see it come all the way down here and bleed for a while at 24 or 25. This can definitely happen with a meme token like this. And so far, the next drop will probably be another 18%, which means, a meme token falling 18% a day is not abnormal. Within a week, it can definitely fall down 33%, 34% over the next week or so. So yeah, I'd be looking to buy a little bit here and a little bit here. I'd be surprised if it fell down below that one. But maybe it could wick down a little bit further here. But so far, buying around 24.04 is probably going to be the best opportunity here, because you can see the death cross is going to happen here. That's not the big thing. The 4-hour chart, the death cross has already happened. You can see how it's been moving down since then. And another one's going to be happening fairly soon with the 20 and the 200. Although I don't put much stock on the 20 versus the 200. There's not enough data to show that. Usually the 50 and the 200 on the 4-hour chart is something I'm going to be much more aware of. So get ready for some more volatility. It can definitely bounce around here, because yesterday the bounce was what? 29%. But you're most likely going to want to be day trading this and not swing trading this until Bitcoin finds its ground. The 1 hour is still bearish, the 2 hours bearish, the 4 hours bearish, the daily is bearish, and the weekly is non-existent yet because it's too new of a token. I'd be buying up over the next few weeks, though. Next few weeks, for the most part. There you go. Bitcoin's still trying to rally on. What are my top alt buys during this dip? So far, it's been the same things I've been loading up on for the past few weeks. So a little bit less on the metaverse tokens, but definitely buying the metaverse tokens here. I think of Sand, Mana, a few of the smaller market cap ones like a Spell token or a UFO token. After that, we go on to AI tokens. Those ones have been pretty fun. Ajax, Fetch AI, RNDR, PHA, or what I call it, FA. And then also Ocean. And then there's a few that I've been going with meme tokens. The meme tokens, I've been a little bit more precise with my position, so I haven't been buying up all of them. But, I finally bought some BOEM a couple days ago when it was like dropping like 50%. I was like, okay, might as well. Bought some of that. What else? BOEM, No Dogecoin, no Sheep. They're still too high for me to want to buy, although they've been coming down a little bit. Miro token I've been buying some up of. Milady token I've been buying some of that up of. Some of that. And then Pepe, Floki, and a little bit of Bonk. I've been buying at Bonk. Bonk's been stagnant for like a month or something, so I feel like it has to move eventually, right? Anything else as far as the meme tokens I've been looking at? Let me double check. There's Baby Doge, but I haven't. Oh, Whiff. I didn't buy any Baby Doge, but I have some. Whiff has been something I really want to buy a little bit more as well. Oh, and RLC as far as an AI token there. Oh, and World token as well. World token went up so high. I told you guys I wanted to sell, and I should have sold, but I didn't. Now I'm paying the price for it because the price has come back down so much. What is it at? Yeah, it's at 7. I could have sold around $10, $12, whatever it ended up going to. Now it's back down to 760. Not the best. And hey, Herm, have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night, my man. 13 hours to FOMC. When in doubt, zoom out. Oh yeah, I'm fine right now. I know people are probably freaking out with these dips that we're seeing. It just definitely happened so fast because we just, again, you go over here to the 5-minute chart. All of a sudden, within 20 minutes, Bitcoin dumps $1,500. You know you're in a bull market when you see this type of volatility kicking off. Hey USA, I don't know when things are going to go back up. I'm not good at timing that type of stuff. It would seem like it would probably take at least a couple weeks, maybe a few weeks at the latest. We're basically waiting for Bitcoin to find its footing. Once it finds some type of level of support where we can go sideways for at least 4 to 5 days, that's when you're going to see a lot of momentum shift back to the bulls. Once the bears can't push it down any further, they're going to have to start covering their short positions, getting rid of them, because otherwise, they're going to get hammered as the bulls kind of pop back into the market and start going long here. Because in a bull market, bulls can just explode just like that. We're still waiting, though, for a few things. FOMC meeting coming up, and then from there, we just have to stabilize. We just have to find a footing. We haven't been able to find that in the last few days. Give it some time and it can, but we're just not there yet. Weeks, weeks though. It'd be weeks, not days. If you're hitting gaming before AI, I haven't bought enough into the metaverse just yet. So I have a lot of exposure to AI tokens and meme tokens, not that much in the AI, and metaverse tokens. So I need to add more into that pot for me at least. And hey, Lo-Fi, you sold your Wild World token. It went up a lot in a short amount of time. That was great to hold. Gala's been doing fine so far. They've been having some pretty good news, I think, too. Hey, Steve. If you're buying the Doge dip, it's usually for me going to be something of a dollar cost averaging technique now. I'm not buying Doge for a swing trade for quite a bit of time here, like I said, weeks. The only way I trade, guys, is when everything is pointing for me to buy. One of the things that I have to do, because again, like, if I don't trade, I don't rent a house. I don't pay for my dog. I have to make sure that when I'm trading, I'm making a profit. So what I will do is I'll wait for the opportune moment to go back on strong. For that, I need all the momentum to be going strong here. And right now, the momentum, like I said, it's just not there just yet. Do I think BOEM will 2x fast after we find a Bitcoin bottom? Once Bitcoin starts breaking out, probably, yeah. The thing about BOEM here, or Book of Meme, is you kind of have to hope that something else doesn't catch on a trend while we're waiting. So you know how Book of Meme came out of nowhere right after Whiff was kind of like pumping up, everybody rotated into the next new token. So you have to be careful about another token getting everybody's favor, and then BOEM still going up, but not nearly as parabolically, you would say, as it was over the past few weeks, right? So yes, it'll probably have a nice move because it's low market cap, but be careful if you expect it to go up as high if another token just comes in and steals all that thunder. Right now, I haven't heard any rumbles of any other tokens coming out like that. That one, took the world on full force here. Every now and again, you hear some things happening on, where is it? On X, But right now, it looks like everybody's really involved with, what's it called? NFL trades, and then, March Madness, excuse me, Jesus, I don't follow sports enough. I was watching a little bit at the, little bit of March Madness during my lounge visit today, but I don't know enough about it. Normally I'd be in Vegas right now because it's March Madness, but I just haven't. No, I'm going in April, so I don't feel the need. One of my friends is going to Vegas this weekend, though. He's going for a cigar conference. I'm pretty excited to see what he brings back as far as his cigar collection. Our positions are very different. I feel overexposed with AI, but when the dip is hanging on until I can break even. Oh, with the dip, yeah, I can see you. I like Beam a lot. AVAX and Matic should run. I don't like the metaverse. Could be dead-ended. Yeah, it's definitely a riskier play right now. The way I'm buying it is just because when everything is pumping out of nowhere, everybody tries to find the next big thing. And when there's only one sector left, I try to buy into that to see if it'll make me any money down the road. So it's going to be something like a Dogecoin type of sheet type of event where it does nothing and then all of a sudden pops. At least that's how I'm kind of waiting for it. But it's basically I'm waiting a while apparently at this point. Good AI tokens? Right now, the larger market cap ones that I've been trading with have been World Token, Ajax, and Fetch. Those are kind of my favorites there. For the more speculative ones, I would say right now, I think I like Ocean quite a bit, and RLC, and then PHA. Those ones are the ones I'm looking at for high risk, high reward type of tokens. There are more medium risk ones, like Render and things like that. Render is probably as, you know, large market cap. It's kind of there. The profit isn't necessarily like, you know, it's not going to be as much profit as maybe like an Ajax or something, but it's still like a nice medium thing to hold. I like the Ajax and the other ones because they have a little bit lower market cap, so much more upside potential. But again, a little bit more risk, I would say, actually, at the same time. And damn, they're still trying to push us down here. I don't know. Do you guys think we're going to hold or go down? That's the big question right now. Block is great. Metaverse coin is super cheap, and Gala isn't too bad either. They could and they can coin burn. Yeah, that's good for Gala as well. Yeah, you're right there, Meekers. What about the news around April being good for Doge? Would not one think that would be a good time to accumulate Doge before April? I mean, you can try. The way I trade Dogecoin is not like it's not like it's I trade Dogecoin like every other token. I don't necessarily go heavy into positions if I see weakness in Bitcoin. I wait for the weakness to kind of be toned out a little bit for us to consolidate, and then I start to buy more heavily in on those breakouts. But that's for swing trades. Remember, right now we're talking about if you dollar cost average and you're holding for a few months or something like that. If you're swing trading, this is what I'm mean. Like, I'm waiting for it to consolidate. I'm waiting for a breakout after consolidation with momentum pushing it up. I'm not buying anything right now. If you're buying Dogecoin, you're doing it because it's a long-term investment, in my opinion. If you want to buy Dogecoin right now, you can do it. It's not like I'm going to stop you, of course. It's just that the way I trade is not like that off of news. I don't trade off of news type of events. I trade based off of momentum and which way the entire market's moving. Specifically Bitcoin, because Bitcoin kind of leads the way for the most part here. For the most part. XRP, I'm hoping XRP does well, but I'm not even trading XRP anymore. I've been burned twice in a freaking month. It was horrible. Do I think the FOMC will affect the price in a good way? I would say yes, unless we have some type of surprise news. Remember, all Jerome Powell is going to say tomorrow is, hey, everybody, we see inflation is still kind of too hot. We don't want to cut rates this time. We don't feel it's acceptable. Instead, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be data dependent and wait for inflation to give us more cues, wait for more data, and then from there we will start to cut rates. I don't think rates are going to be cut until later on this spring or in early summer. June or July is probably the earliest. If we have another hot month next month, it'll be July. Every month that we go hot, it probably adds like another 2 months to that time frame. So right now, if April's is a good inflation month, it'll be June. If April is hot, it'll be July. If May is hot, it'll be August. And it'll keep getting pushed off more and more and more, which will not be good to anybody. And on top of that here, I know Bitcoin's coming down a little bit, but we have to be aware of what's happening with gas prices in the market right now. Oil. You see how oil prices are going up, not down? That's inflationary. That means gas prices go up. That means the cost to move goods across the country gets more expensive. Every time the truck, the truck drivers, everything's more expensive. Everything costs more. It's not good for the consumers. And inflation goes up because of that. And you could even go, how would I say, is Bitcoin breaking down yet? No, fine. This is where I told you guys, God, I've been telling you guys for over 2 years now, I've been loading up on oil stocks. There's a reason I've been buying oil stocks up, because OPEC won't let oil crash. And right now, even the green energy cars are failing right now. You see Tesla stock price coming down quite a bit, right? Like if you're a long-term holder in Tesla, you love these dips, right? But also, we're back down to the prices that we were back over here in December, back when it was at 169, or all the way back over here in November of 2020. Tesla hasn't had that growth pattern here. Same with a lot of the automakers, though. So this is why I've been buying stuff like up like PXD, right? This type of stuff. This has been my baby for years. And one of the reasons is I don't think oil is going away as fast as other people think. And then if you bring this in with other stuff like hate the lag. It's a dividend of 9.15%. Right? Just beautiful, beautiful dividends, high dividends, making me money. I'm holding for a while. Oil, what is it? OXY, good. Dividend plays. What's the other one? ConocoPhillips, doing well. Do I have ZOM on here? Yeah, ExxonMobil, doing well on the channel here. Good dividends. Although I don't think ZOM has the best dividends, but they're still pretty good. Yeah, 3.4%. Definitely not 9%, but still a solid hold and still going up, of course. So I've just been hopping into oil. It's a little bit of passive income for myself. Now, did we hold? Now we're back down to the same place we were before. Hey, I don't know exactly what time. I have not been following the XRP case at all. I would look on X for that because I have seen some really good news articles about it. But every time I hear a time frame, it just never reaches it because something's postponed. They have to check on something. Something gets appealed, and it just takes longer and longer and longer. Although the SEC is on a losing streak right now as far as crypto battles, so that's also something. I have not looked at VAR yet. I'll have to add that to my list of things. I got a long list, geez. Energy, oil, gas, and efficiency or intelligent use, conserve. Yeah, let's see. And hey, Maury, happy to see you, man. Geez, Bitcoin is desperately trying to hold. Yeah, this is definitely a $12 stick. Let's see if that holds. It's probably because I'm talking too much and not smoking enough, but that's fine. We're just a couple $100 away from support, though. FTM is ripping right now. FTM. I would not say FTM is ripping right now at all. But it could in the future, that's for sure. Maybe the world is pushing through legislation to allow ETFs in crypto, then a monumental wave of buying. Yeah, it's basically a waiting game. This is why I have my long-term portfolios where I just buy and hold for the long term. Remember, ETFs are still getting more and more inflows every single day. They're still buying up more and more and more. That's all good, you know, but after the United States, other governments are going to allow for ETFs out there because there's going to be a way to make money off of them. Remember, all these ETFs, they charge fees. 1.5% for Grayscale. Most other places are either 0.5 or 0.25. Or in VanEck, and for VanEck, it's like, what, free right now until 2025. Like they're trying hard. Like every time I want to go show you guys something, like a different data set, and then Bitcoin's making a move here, so I'm just like, uh-oh. Okay, let me open this up and I'll come back. There you go. Nice and fast. They might be making another push here. I mean, you can see the wall happening here. Let's go over to the second chart. So much more drastic when you look at it like this. But tick by tick. This is why I pay for YouTube, not YouTube, I TradingView Premium. Oh, we have to break down below this at this point. If they got us down this close, we're going to have to eventually break through. Nope, more consolidation. My gosh. There we go. How many times have we been here in the last hour? You can see all those buys rushing in though. Alright, so while this is kicking around. Oh my, I forgot how zoomed in I am. How zoomed in I am on this page. So, I know you guys won't be able to see that perfectly. It's taking a minute to load. This isn't me, this is just the website. Let me refresh and see if that fixes things up a little bit more. I don't know what's going on here. Dashboards. Archer might be down right now. Actually, they may have some maintenance, perhaps. I don't know. It feels very, very slow compared to normal, you know? Bitcoin, of course, is getting slammed back down off that 1 minute chart. Well, here. Chains. There we go. So Grayscale today. Unloading thousands of Bitcoin as normal. Let's watch this for a second. We'll go over to the ETFs after this breaks down. I'm waiting for it to happen, but it's just like there is a strong support level here, but it's not enough. You saw everybody come in here and buy up as much as they could. It's just, they're just trying to figure out if we can actually break down or not. Now. You know, you're waiting for that aggressive push, that flush moment, and we're just not getting it. Kind of like the other day, right? 8 seconds left. Let's give it 1 exact minute here, and I should... Oh, there's. And there we go, a little bit more. One minute chart here. There you are. So back down below 61,555 levels here. All right, so now that we know that's dropping here, let's go over to Fidelity. So Grayscale selling off a lot. This loading screen is killing me. I'm just going to move it over here. We'll watch Bitcoin. I'll just explain as we go along. How about that? Yes, there we go. Yeah, because Fidelity is not even loading right now. I don't know what the heck is going on here, but it's very, very, very slowly loading. And it's not my computer because you see all the data running onto the computer that you guys are looking at right now. Tons of data is flowing through. There you go. But so far, Bitcoin is down $550 so far today, or about 0.87%. Not a lot, but of course, you know, FTM is down 9%. Engine is down 2%. You see a lot of stuff down 2% so far today. Not a lot. FA is up 8%. BOEM is up 5%. Baby Doge is up 2%. Ocean is up like 1%. Most things are down 3 to 2%. A few things are down even just 1% here. So we'll have to wait to see how the market reacts to this as a whole. But definitely bulls trying to push this on again. The one thing I would tell you guys is these shorts have not been the most profitable. So, you know, the time to short is on these bigger pumps here. These high points, these have been the best opportunity because every time you make a new low here, it hasn't necessarily been coming down as much as you want to. This is a 1 minute chart. So let me go over here to an hourly chart. If you try to short during the breakdowns, you know, like this, we broke down below this, it typically just vaults you back up. Right here, you try to short during this, it vaults you back up. You try to short during this breakdown, it vaults you back up. You try to short through this breakdown, it actually worked out a little bit better. Only for like 2 hours though, or actually 3-4 hours. But then again, it vaults you back up. So you got to be careful about when you actually go short into this. So be careful if you guys aren't experienced with shorting. It'll be a little bit more of a painful experience with all the whiplashes going on. There we are. And yeah, still getting pushed down right now. Funny thing is there's tons of buyers up here just, you know, buying up as much as they can. That next level of support after this was what? 60,364. So far we're making that move here slowly. I guess it's better just to show you that it's this, and when it moves, it moves. I have to get rid of some of these order blocks though again. The order blocks don't work when you try to use all mode. It takes too much stuff out. Let it adjust. There we go. There we go. Found a little bit of a floor here. A little bit. Okay, here we go. So Fidelity outflows. Fidelity bought 87 Bitcoin today. Not a lot at all. Now we got BlackRock. BlackRock bought 121 Bitcoins, not much at all. So there wasn't many Bitcoin being bought today. People are kind of being a little bit more hesitant about it, which is kind of funny because they're more than happy to buy this at all-time highs. They're not necessarily happy to buy it when it takes a 5 to 10% dip. So it shows that the hedge funds are just like the rest of us. They don't like to buy during the dips. They want to buy only at all-time highs and the crazy times. Grayscale started it all. They have multiple ETFs. They cover Bitcoin ETF and Litecoin. Yeah, Ethereum, I'm really excited to see where Ethereum goes over the next few months. That ETF that BlackRock comes out with, ooh, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to launch everything higher. And I'm just hoping that Grayscale has affordable fees. You know, maybe since they don't think of Ethereum as being as important, perhaps instead they can just say, hey, we'll make the Ethereum one be 0.25% or maybe just 0.5 because they're still pretty greedy compared to everybody else. And that might end up doing the trick for Ethereum there. Hey, Zach, Ethereum is going to be the same as Bitcoin now, heading down quite a bit more. Can we still hit 100K by the end of the year? Yes, definitely. Guys, it's March. So April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. That's 9 months. That's 9 months. And we haven't had the halving just yet. And plus, all of these moves have been kind of funky to try to watch and play out. Let's move this over here a little bit more. There we go. Another bleeder of a day, though, I'll tell you that right now. Doge is down too. A lot of stuff is down too. While this tries to consolidate here, let's go over here to CoinMarketCap. What's down the most over the last 24 hours and what's up the most? So Pepe is up 6%. Tia is up 6%. Leo's up 4%. Phantom is up 3%. Optimism is up 3%. And Sui is up 2%. Really, everything else is pretty much just kind of untrade, a little bit above, a little bit below. Jupiter is down 15% today. AVAX is down 7, Theta is down 12, Solana is down 3. This might update in a second. I'm not entirely sure. There's 10. Tau is down 9. BSV is down 9. So you see a lot of stuff around 8, 9%, right? 7% all we get down here. Dogwood Fat is down 6. GRT is down 7. Dogecoin's down 3, which is not bad. Maybe down 4, and this might actually adjust here a little bit as well. Most stuff is down though, but about 5 to 10% last 24 hours. Not since the daily candle started, but last 24 hours. And all of a sudden here, Bitcoin's finding some support. This is a 5-minute chart. You can see how volatile that chart has been overall. So again, you know, just be patient with all this. But still, no reason to be swing trading this market. Day trading is typically what you're going to be seeing here. Yeah, no worries, Luis. Happy to help you out, my man. It's where the billionaires play. Yeah. Lots of billionaires in Bitcoin. Like the guy that sold off 850 Bitcoin on BitMEX yesterday. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. March Madness. I haven't been to I haven't been to Vegas in March Madness for about a couple years now, but I truly enjoy March Madness down there. It's just that this year everything's so expensive with the expos at the same time. I did not want to spend a whole bunch of money out there. Before actually it was before I didn't know if I had somebody to watch Loki too, so a little bit of a difference. Hail King Pepe. And hey JFH, we expect the bounce from the support last time. 48 is solid, 50 is solid. Yeah, if we come back down to 52k, I'll be taking up a pretty large buy-in position here. We should try to consolidate for a day or two eventually. I think today might be an opportunity for Bitcoin to go sideways. We just have to wait again like another 12, 13 hours until the Fed meeting comes out. For those of you guys that don't know, the Fed meeting is at 2 p.m. Eastern time. So if you guys want to watch Jerome Powell, there's going to be tons of influencers online watching it. I'll be live like an hour after he's done talking. So I'll be live not when he's talking, but before that. If I have time, I'll try to go live. I just don't know what I'm doing in the morning hours here. Maybe I might be able to go live. I'm not entirely sure. Because it basically would be no change, but I just want to hear Jerome Powell speak, and I don't really care too much about the rate change because there is no rate change. There is no rate change happening. And thanks, JFH. I really appreciate the super chat, man. Let me know if you have any questions, although, you know, feel free to ask away anytime. I have no idea, Paul. He was crazy to sell that much Bitcoin off in that manner. Do I ever make my way to Los Angeles? I haven't been down to LA in years. I have a friend who owns a clothes shop down there, and I've been meaning to visit, but I don't know exactly where it's at. Like it's an old friend from high school. It's out near some place called Ventura Boulevard. I don't know. I don't know LA land. But like it's not in the downtown area with all the, you know, all that going on. It's way over here. In kind of the strip mall section. I've been meaning to visit it though, just because I see pictures online of him hanging out with friends and stuff there. This place. It's a little store, vintage streetwear, stuff like that. I just want to pop in and see what he has. I'm not going to buy anything, but just to say hello. It's always nice when a friend starts a business, right? You want to support them a little bit. So maybe I'd buy some shoes for my sister or something. I'm not modern day trendy. I tell you that now. I'm not modern day trendy. Are they still going to bash us down here? Tested out resistance, getting knocked back down a little bit. If there's no rate change, will that increase the market? Not necessarily. It might just stop us from going down quite a bit because everybody and their mom knows that we're not going to be having a rate hike tomorrow. All right, you go over here. Not giving us a break at all. Right? Here's everything to expect from the Federal Reserve policy meeting. The Fed has a lot to do at its meeting this week, but ultimately may not end up doing a whole lot in terms of changing the outlook of monetary policy. That's exactly right. The meeting will likely be all about the Federal Open Market Committee's dot plot of individual members' interest rate expectations, and then officials will also release the quarterly update on the economy, specifically for gross domestic product, inflation, and unemployment rate. So, if the economy is slowing, that may be something. If the economy is slowing, that's good for Bitcoin because that means we're going to have interest rates being cut. The economy is still pretty darn hot. Inflation is still pretty darn hot. So, until those things start to change, we're kind of in a weird spot, unfortunately. Pico Ave is good for pastrami on rye. That sounds pretty darn good, actually. Hey Max, oh wow, dude, that's my neighborhood. It's just down the way from Calabasas. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that's where I'm probably trying to go. Maybe sometime this summer. I think there's some type of expo event down there, which I might have to go with Opus Clip. And so I may fly down there for maybe a weekend or something. Let me see if I can find out. Oh, shit. I ashed it on the speaker and I put hot ashes on my hand. Oop, oop, oop. Well, pain is a very fast receptor. Let me go over here very fast. Let me go over to this and, oops. While watching Bitcoin go down, I'll go over here very quickly. Let's actually move all the way over here. And let me see if I can find the message so I can find out exactly when that thing is. Who was I talking to? Connor was I'm talking to. Live. Meetup. Calendar. Let's see. Got a lot of messages over here. Okay, so it wasn't there, so it must be in the brand partner page. And it must be there you go. Upcoming events tracker. February, March 2.0, March, there's April. Oh, this is April 14th, 17th. This is NAB. Okay, so NAB. Vegas, London, UK, Amsterdam, UK, California. There you go. Anaheim, California. That one's June 26th through the 29th. That one's VidCon. That might be the one I'm going to right there. So VidCon. I don't know where Anaheim, California is at though. I think I've been there a couple times, but I just don't think of it as Anaheim. Let's see. There you go. Bitcoin's trying to make a move back up, which is kind of nice. Again, leading to some really crazy things. So on the other side, but still in LA. So there's going to be VidCon, so I might be going to that one as well. I'll have to talk to Connor, one of my contacts with Opus Clip. You know what I might be able to do? Is if you guys want to, this may get me into more events so I can actually travel the country more and say hi to more of you guys, besides just going to Vegas, you know. If you go over to YouTube and you go over to Opus Clip, and you go down to the channel Opus Clip, right? If you go to the latest video, which is a month ago, and you just comment on this, right? They say Michael sent me or Michael Whitman sent me. They may be more inclined to see me as a partner, which can get them more publicity. So if you guys want to do that for the next few days, you can do that. And you know, they sponsor the channel. All the short form content that I do, it's all because I can use their software for free, which is really, really nice because it's so time consuming to do shorts. People act like short content is like very, very easy. It is not. Sometimes when I'm just talking to my camera, sure. But other times I have to like do the like a Joe Biden speaking or Trump speaking or Jerome Powell speaking and stuff like that. It's a whole bunch of stuff. It's so much stuff going on. But yeah, I'll remind you guys after the stream. Because you know the video is only 44 seconds long. You don't have to watch the whole thing. Just say, hey, you know, Michael Whitman sent me. You know, he says you guys are awesome or something. That could probably do the trick. So I'll save that there, and then I'll go back to you guys' questions. There we are. Looking for the Fed. Dude, everybody's looking for the Fed. Like, I just want to see what happens. You know, one of the things that they mentioned there in that CNBC article, just for a few seconds, was that we'll hear more about the dot plots for the individual members, so we can see what other members think. Are some members more like, hey, are some people saying, should we raise the interest rates, or are they all in unison saying no, nobody should be raising rates? I'm really interested to see what they say there. There you go. Oh, Disney World. Oh God, I bet those hotel rooms are gonna cost me a fucking arm and a leg. And flows to iBit were very low today. Oh, very, very low, Rounders. We were actually just talking about that. ARK is lagging so much that I couldn't even show it to you though. ARK is lagging with all the data here. Top low cap AI plays. Hey Ricky, what did I just say? There were there's Ocean, PHA, RLC. There's one that you guys told me about, but I haven't had a chance to buy it yet. It's like bit or something. There you go. Okay, so Ocean Protocol, Arkham if you like it, RLC right here, Numair, 202 million after the large move down this month, FA right here, PHA, and then there was one, oh, VAI is the one I was thinking about. That's 94 million. That's a low market cap one right there. These other ones there, I mean, they're like really low. They're like 40 million, 30 million, 1 million, you know, so these ones get a little more risky. But the lowest one I think is the one I've been looking at has been the VAI one right here at number 26. $94 million market cap so far. And anything else here? Turbo has been one I've been looking at, but I haven't bought any yet. It's something that I probably will buy if I find an ability to buy it. Turbo. Fine, good, okay. Turbo, 684. What is with this thing in the structure? Mexi, BitGet, LBank, none of these are my exchanges. None of these are my exchanges. None of them are my exchanges. None of them are my exchanges, so can't buy it just yet. But I'm anxiously waiting for it. But those are a few right there. There's not a whole bunch of them, which is kind of nice. There we are. So far, the PHA one, the FA, it's up 10% so far today, so it's making a move here. While everything else has been going down, this one somehow has been going up, which is kind of nice. I bought a little bit of this, but I bought it at what? It's I bought this on BYDFi because they had it on spot. I didn't want to trade with leverage. Spot trading. Order history. Oh, how do I find it? Is this spot? Or buy crypto? No. How do I find it? Trade history. Oh, month? Why isn't it showing up in my assets? I'll figure it out. I bought about $900 worth, or not 900 of it, at 1879 or 1881. So let's just go with the higher price, 1881. And I bought it a few days ago. right around there. Somewhere over this period of days, it looks like. It's been doing fine since. What's the profit up to so far? It's at 57%. Not bad. It was up 105%. Did I sell? No. I probably should have. Probably should have, because Bitcoin did take it down a little bit here. But pretty darn volatile if you look at it. See those spikes happen out of nowhere? It's a low market cap token, so it doesn't take a lot for it to move. But I should figure out why I can't see it, though. Because I can see that I bought it. It doesn't say that I sold it, right? It would tell me if I sold it. Let's go back over here to the 5. You guys can watch Bitcoin try to make a reversal here. Maybe it's just a reversal like this. Who knows? But so far, it's doing okay. And then let's move this over here. Assets. Do I have to go over my assets? There we go. Okay, so yeah, it's turned into $265, which is not bad since I only put $100 into it, I think. No, it has to be less than $100. How much did I put into it? Here's like 50% up. I probably put $200 into it or something like that. So how did I? Yeah, it's when my account is 100% FA right now. But yeah, 204. FA being bought. Thoughts on Jasmine? It's something of a long-term hold. I'm not swing trading it right now, though. Hey, Barcelona. Oh, this one's not a special cigar. It's a El Buble Privada Club. I got it as a gift today at the lounge with a friend. It's like a $12 cigar. It's okay. The flavor is good, but the structure is not my favorite. But I smoked a lot of high-end cigars today, so I'd prefer to not be smoking so much classy stuff. Actually, what am I saying? I got a box of Cubans right there. I want to smoke. I want to test it out. It has luscious smoke. That's what I like about it. It's a good smoke, a good flavor. I just have to touch it up every now and again. And I don't like touching up my cigars. A good cigar is something you could leave and you can talk and you can move your hands around and it doesn't go out. And this is something that you have to keep on touching it up. It's not a bad cigar by any stretch of the imagination. Most people are going to be happy with a cigar. I've been very spoiled with my cigar collection as of late, so I'm pretty much like a pretentious prick when it comes to cigars right now. I'm only trying to smoke the best stuff because the best stuff to me has the best draw. Like I finally was able to smoke one of those Family Reserve, which were they called? Family Reserve 58th Padrones today. They're fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Perfect draw all the way through, absolutely beautiful. Tomorrow, I doubt I'm smoking any cigars since I already smoked enough today at the lounge. Let me see if we can find the other one though for you. Can I find it? Padrone Family Reserve 58th. I think it was a Maduro or something. Yeah, that's why the Padrone. It was aged for 10 years. That's why. Do they have? No, that's not the right one. 58th, yeah. This one? This might be the one right here. I can't find the right cigar here. Cigar aficionado might have it. Let's see, drone. There we go. It's number 85. Is that what it is? And Bitcoin's making a little bit more of a comeback. There we go. Here it is. This one, absolutely magical. I don't know when the date was. It was $20 in 2012. I don't know how much that ends up being today. But I don't think it'd be that much more expensive because this cigar is not a Cuban, it's a New World here. But everything's from Nicaragua. It's a Robusto. It was absolutely delicious, perfect, good enough gauge, 93 points. Looks like beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'd probably say it's around like 20 bucks or something, maybe even cheaper if you can find it somewhere now. Sometimes the prices actually go down off of different cigars. Short filler cigars go out quicker than long filler. Yeah, these ones, I don't know, I've never had one of these before. There's something like, you know how I am part of like a wine clubs and such, and I get wine every month? This is like a cigar club, Privada Cigar Club. So they give you cigars every month to try out and stuff. I don't do them because I know I just wouldn't smoke all of them. I know what I like and I try to branch off of what I like, and so I'll continue to like what I try. Then every now and again I try something new, but then I'm like, the one funny thing you'll notice about me if you ever smoke a cigar with me at a lounge is if I don't like a cigar, like I'll just smoke a quarter of it or half of it and I'll just toss it in the ashtray and just open up a new cigar that I know I like. You know, you want to be happy while smoking cigars. Let's go over to the 15-minute chart. Bitcoin's holding up pretty well, guys. Again, every time we break some of these lows, it's not as dramatic. It makes shorting this so much more difficult. And hey, farmer, no worries. I enjoy the crypto banter myself. I need to message crypto banter to see if I can get on his large stream. He's a chill guy. Hey Kira, I'm not opening any swing trade positions for a couple weeks at least. The market's not showing any support levels. If you wanted to do day trades, that's something, but even the day trades have been absolutely volatile. Like if you are not watching, you're not sitting at your computer, or you're looking at your phone the entire time. Let's go to the 5-minute chart. You'll see this change of character here. You may buy right here. You may be holding on for a little bit of time. You may be waiting for a level of resistance. In this case, you know, this is the level of resistance here, but maybe you're hoping for it to come back over here for whatever reason. You leave for a few minutes to go use the bathroom, and all of a sudden it's crashing back down. So it's been very annoying to try to trade in this market. And instead of trying to sit at my computer all day, every day, waiting for trading opportunities, I'm just waiting for things to settle down a little bit. Then I'll go long. And then from those positions, I typically will make a lot more money than if I try to day trade all these individual moves. Because even here, let's say you wanted to trade from this change of character to this level of resistance. This move itself, if you caught it exactly when it was happening, which is already hard enough, that move was about 1.57% before it ended up coming all the way back down. You know, you probably have to trade with a 10x leverage plus just to make ends meet in this market right now. And that's not something I really enjoy doing all too much. And even when we do have some of these breakdowns like we had a few days ago, not all of them have been nice and clean like this. A lot have been choppy. And that's not something I ultimately enjoy. If you're looking to short right now, you're probably looking at the hourly chart and you're waiting for it to rotate over, like right here, hourly chart, sell, probably a sell with the RSI. Then it comes out over the next like 24 hours or so. But even right here, we had a buy, so that didn't work because the daily chart's all messed up. Right here, we had another sell signal. I mean, just the choppiness, the sheer choppiness of everything is just driving everybody crazy. Yeah, this is even tough for regular day traders out there. Scalpers are probably having a fun time, but day traders that want to be in a trade for a couple hours to maybe 10 hours, it's just been annoying to say the least. My padron pepper plants are selling peppers, or setting peppers. Ooh, that sounds pretty nice. Hey guys, remember, make sure to diversify amongst other cryptocurrencies. My portfolio that I just opened up a couple weeks ago, it's down 300 bucks right now, so it is down quite a bit. And again, I'll be adding another 500 bucks or 500 bucks to the account to kind of manage the leverage. Another $300 to $400 out of that will be invested this Thursday, which is not tomorrow, but the day after. And thanks again, but if you guys can, please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you guys can. 145 likes, 450 people watching. Please make sure to smack that like button here. And what are we talking about here? Some places don't know how to upkeep the humidors, and that spoils the cigars. Yeah, it's a big thing here. It's a really big thing you have to know. But for me, what I do is I have my own humidor at home. It's not a fancy one. It's just a big tub, big tote. I have cedar in there. I have my Boveda packs. And then usually when you buy a cigar or you get a box and you don't know if the cigar is going to be great, just leave it in the humidor for a month, you know, and you're fine. Leave it in there for a month. And if it's still too wet, put it into a dry cedar box for a couple days. Let it soak up the extra moisture, and you'll be fine. When you're trying cigars out, and when you first hold it in your hand before you smoke it, if the band right here is really, really tough and it's too hard, then you know your cigar is not going to smoke well, so you have to dry it out a little bit more. Have I tried smoking Monte Cristos or Cohiba? Yeah, I've tried both of them. I think Cohibas are better. Monte Cristos, they're growing on me, but they're not my favorite. I typically need a larger ring gauge when it comes to Monte Cristos. My favorites have typically been the BBFs, the Bolivar Belicoso Finos. Those have been my favorites. And then the new ones that just came out last November, the Hoyo de Monterrey Epicure No. 3s. Those ones are all beautiful. They're just gorgeous in every which way. I think I have one left and I don't want to smoke it because it's that precious to me. I need to buy more, but they're like $300 minimum a box, which is just it's just too much. Hey, let me see if I can find one here. Hoyo de Monterrey Epicure No. 3. They're these bad boys. They don't take too long to smoke. Okay, this one looks like that. Double bands, very nice. You see how they're not that long? Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. They're new though, so you know, the ones I bought in September, I pretty much in November, I pretty much smoked all of them. Or the ones I just bought in January, they were made in November. I pretty much smoked all but one. But typically, when you get something like that, you want to smoke one and you want to age the rest a couple years. I'm not even bothering aging them. I'm just smoking right through them. But I want to age. I want to age this one to see. Excuse me. I want to age it so I can see if there's a difference in a couple years. Romeo and Juliet. Yeah, that one's a nice subtle smoke. It's good for coffee. Hey, Nicholas, I appreciate that very much. Have I thought about doing a stream with Jacob? Who's Jacob? Let me know who Jacob is. I am horrible at remembering names, though. Horrible at remembering names. Hey, Kira. No specific level. Bitcoin still looks bearish to me at this point in time. Well, you can even see it now. I'm basically waiting for it to consolidate a little bit more and for everything to kind of figure itself out. It's going to take a couple weeks before I even get there. Maybe 1 week, maybe 2. Most likely 2 or 3. Have I tried vaping? I'm not the biggest fan of vaping. I've never really gotten into it. I've always been much more into cigar smoking because I like the lounge atmosphere. There's a few lounges in Tacoma and Seattle that are very nice. The Seattle ones are more private though, so I have to have a friend invite me. Do you like Partagas? Yeah, I like the Partagas Lusitanias. Those ones are pretty nice. Geez, let's go back to the 1 minute chart. They're still pushing us down here. Bit by bit, it's like the buyers are still here, you know? It's just that there's not enough of them. And that's why we keep on grinding more and more and more. And what's right here? Question DK? Wait, DK, what do you mean Lux Algo? Because you just asked, did you ask something else that I skipped over by accident? Chuma Jacob. Let me know what you mean with DK. Partagas cigars are good Cuban cigars. I had one a while ago, but it was a little too dry. That wasn't their fault, it was my fault. But they're good. They're the honkers of cigars. They're fancy. Right now I have some Royal Robustos by who are they by? H. Upman. These ones are pretty nice. I'm gonna smoke one of these after this is done, but this cigar is lasting a while, which is pretty nice. I enjoy a good hour smoke every now and again. Lux Algo Jacob? Jacob. I know Sean. Like popular. Where's their lives and stuff? Is this Jacob? I have not met this guy yet. I know Sean. They changed their videos, so it's no longer has Sean on the face of it. But I know Sean. I don't know this guy. This guy right here. Oh, my head's blocking him. Shit. This guy in the bottom left-hand corner. This is the guy I know from Lux Algo. I don't know the Jacob guy yet. I have to beat him eventually. I'll just hit up Sean. Oops, my bad. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Jeez, yeah. I mean, every single time we're just getting hit pretty hard here. There's not enough buyers here at this support level. Thoughts on Andrew Tate? I know he's an internet phenomenon, but I really have no idea about the guy. I've seen some of his short form content, like people put him on podcasts and stuff. Last time I heard about him, I think he was in jail somewhere in Eastern Europe. Oh, there we go again. I haven't really heard much about him since then. H. Upman is some of Tate's favorites. Oh, that makes sense. Well, I didn't even know he likes to smoke cigars too much. All right, come back down a little bit more. What I'm going to do very fast is I'm just getting rid of this line right here, this formal level of resistance. We pretty much came down it like after like a minute of holding. The next one is going to be down here at 60,364, and that comes over here to the 4-hour chart. Right over here, this floor that we have over there. So we'll see if we can hold this one. So far, it's pretty much been just like baby steps, baby steps, baby steps. But you can definitely see Bitcoin coming down again here. But another little leg down. Zoom in a little bit here. We don't need to zoom in too much. There we are. And hey, Trader in the Trees, I like that name. Oh, that's him? Oh, dude, I call that guy Sean. I've been calling him Sean for a while. I hope he didn't get offended by it. Because on Discord, his name is Sean. Here, let me see if I can find it very fast. I don't want to open up one of my private conversations with him, but... Lux Algo creators. Oh, I see right here. So okay, so this is when they set up. They didn't really do much with this private Discord channel here, but oh, in the top right hand corner here, there's Jacob and there's Sean. I know Sean. Jacob's above. I'll have to meet Sean eventually. I have not met Jacob yet. I've only had conversations and chats and like video calls and stuff with Sean. 23% average cycle move so far would be 56.5k. Yeah, we could definitely come down to 58k around that range. And hey, Kira, yeah, no worries. Remember, I've been holding my hands besides doing dollar cost averaging on the zips. I've been pretty much holding on all swing trades since Friday. I've just been, you know what? Let's just wait it out. As soon as I saw those daily oscillators go red, I was like, psh, let's wait a little bit. Let's see. I'm smoking White Widow and eating pizza after work and fasting all day. Oh, after working and fasting all day? Oh, that must suck. Yeah, I didn't eat dinner until about 7 o'clock, so I feel you there, my man. I skipped breakfast. No, I had breakfast like at 5:30 in the morning. I had a breakfast sausage and a couple eggs. And Loki had a raw egg. He enjoys them a lot. And then I didn't eat lunch. I didn't eat dinner except for I had a bowl of fruit, and I had a what do you call those things? I like 3 taquitos, which is pretty good. Drink Coronas. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. Injective. Well, Bitcoin's coming down here a little bit more. Do I even have that on my list? Most likely, yeah. Looks like it's breaking down below a Fibonacci level right now. It's been holding for like a few days. Oh wow, this chart has been going sideways for like months though. Hit the target price on multiple levels here. Let's pull out a Fibonacci level. Not an extension, but it's a regular Fibonacci. Let's pull this up to the next level here. Let's go to the 4 hour. Open this up. Next level of support's around $33. After that, it is technically 27, but there's a lot of support that has to be broken between that, kind of around this $30 level. So yeah, I could say close to 30, I would say. If Bitcoin gets bad, like to low 50s or mid 50s, yeah, it can come down below $30. So far though, you know, you have a little bit of support today, kind of around $33 to $32. That's today's support level, I would say. There we go. And still getting pushed down a little bit more. You can see the change of character, the brick of structure, the brick of structure, and the other brick of structure. Jeez, it's just coming down hard over the last couple hours. Okay, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Sean, I think Sean owns it. Tom Crown told me that Sean owns it. I only know Sean because whenever remember how I have multiple 24-hour streams? He gets me the premium Lux Algo indicators on there for free. So I just say, hey man, I want some Lux Algo ones. And the only deal that I have with him is I get commissions, and I have them as my, what do you call it? What's the term? Exclusive. So I can't promote other ones like Chart Prime or Sonar Labs, and what's the other one out there? The one that costs a lot of money. Tom has it. Market Cipher. And hey, Kira, yeah, it's definitely it's been a nightmare trying to short this thing down. You short, then it goes straight up, and then eventually comes down lower. It's just a hassle to try to hold through this. Just have a stop loss down, and you'll be okay. But even then, it's not like you're not going to make money off it necessarily, but you have a better chance of just not losing too much money. The pup, Sparrow, he's almost 3. He'll be 3 in July, so close to like 2.5 or 2 3/4, something like that. He's getting larger now. He's getting much larger, actually. He's really growing himself in this last few months. He's gotten a lot larger the last few months, which has been surprising. The vet said he was going to stop growing here like last year, and no, he kept on growing. He won his remember I told you guys he's going to be chilling out with my mother's old caretaker. They're going to be watching him while I go to Vegas because they have a farm and a lot of land. And he's going to try to mate with the female dog that they have, because she's not fixed yet. But they have a male dog, and the male dog is fixed. And so her and Loki have been getting along a little bit too well. They do a little bit of face licks and stuff, you know, a little bit of lick, a little bit of kisses. And basically, he's getting a little bit jealous of that. So we went on a walk all together to see how they would do on a walk, and if he obeys commands, like her commands and stuff. And they got into a little bit of a tussle because the female dog and him, the female dog's name is Emma. Emma and Loki were getting a little too friendly. And they got into their first dog fight, and Loki whooped his butt in a heartbeat, which is kind of nice to see. Like the dog flat out submitted. But I guess that's because Loki's like a true on guard dog. He's been trained to guard the house pretty well. He knows how to fight. He knows how to attack other dogs. He didn't even have to bite the other dog. He just growled enough, and I don't know if you guys have seen Loki's teeth, but his teeth are sharp. Biting on wood as a pup. He doesn't bite on wood too much these days because I don't want him to. I don't want him to like nub it down as much. But yeah, he's a pretty he can get into a tussle with the best of them apparently. And hey, Legionary with a Gladius. Yeah, that's it. Bro, if you don't know what a stop loss is, please do not trade. A stop loss is an automated sell that you can set so you don't lose money below a certain point. Yeah, it pretty much makes sure that you guys know exactly how much money you can lose throughout the trade. It helps you guys out a lot. It's one of the reasons I try to gear people towards futures trading, but futures trading is difficult because it doesn't necessarily have all the tokens you guys want. Without a stop loss, you wake up and you're like, oh my God, my account's down and now I'm holding a bag. Now it's okay to hold a bag if you're doing a long-term investment, you're holding for months and months. But if you plan on holding for just a week, sometimes the market just goes against you and you just become a bag holder all of a sudden. You guys don't know what to do. So having that stop loss just gives you so much more security, and it means that you can peacefully go to sleep. I don't know how to describe it anymore. You can go to sleep and not have to worry about your holdings. With my longer term accounts, like I said, my Fairdesk one that we've only put in $1,000 so far, but it's already down like $350. I don't care about that whatsoever because I'm holding for months and months and months, and I'll be adding more every Thursday here. So hey gang, Grayscale's responsible for selling. Yeah, Grayscale's selling off a load of Bitcoin. How much of Bitcoin they sell today? I hesitate to go back to Arkham because it's been lagging quite a bit since we started the stream here, but let me go over here and check it out. A little bit faster. See how it's loading? It's lagging a little bit. Grayscale sold they sold $39.50 worth of Bitcoin today. So you can multiply that by let's just go from the average price kind of around today, maybe around 62,000, 63,000. This morning, no, this morning it was all the way over here, so close to $64,000 times 64,000. Whatever that number is. 100,000, 10,000, 800,000, 2.8 million, 52.8 million, $252 million worth of Bitcoin today. A lot. And right now, you know, retailers, shorters, all going in on Bitcoin right now, all that type of stuff as well. But again, that's why you guys have to have your separate plans. My plan is different than the majority of new traders that come into the market. Like, if you guys put your strategies up against mine, we're totally different types of trading styles. You know, maybe you think of other traders out there like Tom Crown or Crypto Wendy. I know she does more news. Colin, even a few other ones. Just vastly different types of trading styles. Hey, Legionary. Happens every cycle, man. There's no stopping it. It happens every cycle. The best you can do is just tell them, and if they want to learn, they'll learn. But usually when it came, like when I first started to trade, I ignored most influence. Well, actually, I don't think many influencers actually talk about stop losses, to be frank. I don't think they do. But I read it in a book, and I ignored it, and I paid the price, and then I started implementing them. But it was only after I lost enough money where I wanted to adapt. You know, some people, they do it in different ways. It takes a different learning curve. Mine is much, much different. There we go. And hey, Matthew, thank you for subscribing. And again, Bitcoin's come back down below $61,000 here. That next level of support that we're looking at is around 60,364. And we're slowly heading down that way. I should have refilled my water this morning. Excuse me for the slurping sound. I swear, I have to drink lots of water in order to keep up with you guys in the streams. Lots of talking. Lots of talking. Let's see. Of course, alert. That's fine. Let me go over here very fast and move some stuff. There we are. I'm gonna open something up here pretty soon. There. Can I do this with this one or not? Oh, no, I can't. Okay, that's fine. All right. I was going to hope to do something, but I'll wait a little bit longer. Velocity's one, yeah, we're currently at 60,888, and we're still coming down even more. Doesn't look too bad on the 1 minute chart, but you go over here to the hourly chart. You can see the roller coaster ride we've been on over the past few hours for sure. We got a few levels of support. I think this drop is nearly over. Give it a few more hours and we should really get ourselves figured out here. Because again, Jerome Powell is going to make us move one way or the other tomorrow. So people have to be more careful the closer we get to the announcement. Maybe I will go live tomorrow morning and I'll stream. I don't know. I'll test it. Tomorrow will be a test day to see how many people actually watch me stream during the middle of the day. So I have a firm level of saying, hey, during a bull market, during a lot of volatility, will people actually be watching my stream or not? Let me see what time I may go live though. So let me go over here very quickly. No, I'll just go live after he's done talking and everything. I won't try to listen to his talk. I'll go live afterwards so we can talk about the aftermath and what that means for everybody. Because remember, I still have that stream already scheduled for YouTube. Stop lagging. I know what it could be. I updated my my graphics driver and I haven't restarted the stream yet, so it may be a little bit slower until I actually do the full reset. Restart my stream. I'll do that tonight. Yeah, I have a stream starting off at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so I'll just go live during that time. So 3 o'clock afternoon. It'll be well after it, but we'll know what the market's doing by then, so people should have a good idea. And I'll go live for maybe about 2 hours through that time. That should be plenty. Well, actually, how long is it scheduled to go for on TradeZone? So that's a scheduled to be 2 hours long. I'll be live for those 2 hours, and I'll change the thumbnail and everything as well. It's not going to be, oh, it will be about the economy a little bit, but I'll make the title a bit more snappy. Oh man, see, I stopped smoking for just a second, and boom, went out again. Hey, Gambit, yeah, that'd be fine, because, I mean, I don't know, in the morning, what am I going to be doing? My big thing is I just want to make sure I'm outside with Loki enough throughout the day. Me and Loki spend about 2 to 3 hours outside every day. I could use the exercise, you know. I could use the exercise plenty. He needs the exercise. Well, I guess we both need it, but you know, dog. I want him to have all of it, like, be able to run as much as he wants to. Literally, why I moved to a house so he could be outside as much as possible. I need to actually pay for a fence still. What else? Yeah. I'm just gonna make sure I'm outside with Loki, because right now, remember, like, I started streaming a couple hours ago. When did I start streaming? 2.5 hours ago. So, you know, it's not that long of a thing, but you know, I like for him to be outside. Looking at the charts too hard? Oh, always. We'll see if the Fed triggers a general liquidation. Well, If it happens, it'll... The last few Fed events, like, let's do this. The FOMC meeting dates, okay? So, let me go over here. Let's get out of this very fast. Let's go over to a 1 hour chart to give us a little bit more information. Let me zoom out a little bit more. Let me make this into a... Let's go here. So we had one back in January 31st to the 30th. So the 31st. And that was probably around 3 o'clock as well. No, 2 o'clock, so it's 11 o'clock my time. So 11 o'clock on the 31st. Probably right here? No. Right here. Right there. So we came down for an hour after no news. No change. We went sideways for a little bit of time, and then we did a lot of hold nothing over the next few days. This drop right here throughout the day, let's just go throughout the day from the top to the bottom. That lasted about 4% drop. You know, Bitcoin fell down 4% yesterday, right? No, 5-6% yesterday. So it did lead to a drop, but not really much activity afterwards. We ended up holding, doing okay. This cycle, I think it's a little bit different because if I do put down this line right here, go to the daily chart. Bearish, bullish, it was mixed, I would say. And then bearish, I guess. 31st, yeah. Just a swing of activity. So this is October, yeah. So look, as far as the daily chart's concerned though, not much activity in the scheme of things on the 31st. The next day we popped up. The day after that we went down. Then of course we had a larger move down. But the technicals are screaming downward there. We might still have that move, I guess. But for me, it feels like we're trying to move back closer to $58,000, $56,000 right now. So maybe it just speeds us up along that way. The dollar index is what we have to worry about, but the dollar index is still going higher. Right. Even with the drop we saw earlier today. Right. And this pop right here, this isn't even us. This had nothing to do with America. This past pop right here, this was Japan messing up their interest rate cycle. They went to positive rates for the first time in how long? Like, hold on, let me see. That's what Japan did. Oh, let me show you this way. Oh, God. So let's go to the last 10 years. That's what they did. All they did was went from negative 0.1 to 0. And that was enough for the Japan market to freak out. Max, right? They've been nothing for a while. I don't even know if this goes below 0, actually. Quarterly, literally that 5-year or 10-year, literally what they did, they went back to 2015 levels. Unlike us that kind of move around a lot, loans to private sector, going higher. Central bank balance sheet going higher, just like ours, right? Stock investment by foreigners, not good. Not good. Nobody's investing in Japan right now. At least not a good level. But this is the same for a lot of countries out here. Go over here to the United Kingdom. Go to GP. I just want the interest rate. 10-year, you know, Europe, England has been going higher, United Kingdom going higher and higher and higher. But you go over to central bank's balance sheet, 5-year coming down. There, I think what they call it is austerity. They've been actively trying to shed some of this right here, right? Same with our bank, I think, just not as much. Isn't it? We pay for so much shit over here. Lending rate. No, I don't find the capital flows. Markets, GDP. Was it under a certain one for the Japanese one? Money. Interbank. Interest rate. Oh, what was that? Central bank. Sector. Balance sheet. Yeah, the money, stock investment by foreigners. It's on the money in this example here by Japan interest rate. So if I go over to United Kingdom, interest rate, it's just not there for that one. Okay, so maybe United Kingdom doesn't track that. China's not going to be good data. But we can go over here to Canada, pretty close to America. There it is. Inflation rate. 10 years. Theirs is coming back down slowly, but it's also kind of going sideways for the past few months. Nope, they don't have it as well, so it might just be a Japanese thing. How's their services inflation? Stagnating as well. How's their rent inflation? Holy shit! Canada has so much land. How is their inflation out of control? Dude, Canadians in the chat, what happened? Why is you have so much land? Why are you not building houses? It's getting worse. It's not getting better. Is it like extra regulation or something? Canada, 8% is not going down. Wow. I didn't think that would be happening in Canada. Let's see. Australia, inflation rate, rent inflation. Theirs is still pretty bad. Oh, they're do it quarterly, not monthly. Okay. Wow, that's pretty rough, Canada. I feel bad for the Canadians. Dude, how do you afford 8% inflation? I need to cut this. Try to start again with this one. Let's add a little bit. Let's see if this works out. Now I killed it. Well, we'll see. Talk to the government. Hey, protect me. It all depends on the plan you're taking for your Bitcoin holdings. If you're swing trading, you could sell or buy Bitcoin. It's up to you. Really, right now is not the time where I'm selling, where I'm buying Bitcoin at all. This is where people are going to be scaling out of their different trades, or they're going to be loading up for the next big rally that happens a few months from now. Or a few weeks from now, excuse me. What's USA rent inflation? It's around 6%. But ours is coming down. It's not going higher. Like, you want to see the trend change. So if I go over here to America, that cigar's over with. 5-year. See how ours are like coming down? That, you know, that's what you want to see everybody doing. Canada. I don't know what's going on with Canada at all. Wow. Wowza. 90% of Canada is kind of inhabitable, but still, they could, you know, they could spread up some more houses and so forth, you know? Man, because I feel like there's a lot of wilderness up by the Washington border that's perfect for it. 1 million immigrants a year. Oh, they taking too much influx? Oh, hey, media. Yeah, I'm in Canada. It's crazy. That makes sense. Yeah, we can go over here to New Zealand right here. Inflation rate. Oh, they're not tracking rent inflation actually over here. They have CPI. It might be a part of a larger thing, but they don't actually track it. Trade, business, consumer. No, they don't track it like everybody else. The same way, I guess. Labor costs, job vacancies, prices. Yeah, they don't track it like everybody else. They have a different one, I guess. They got the inflation rate, yeah. This one's kind of all over the place, but at least it's, you know, 0.5% Q4. They're doing pretty fine. New Zealand, they seem to be doing just fine. Just fine right now. Australia 8 to 12, yeah, that's wild. Oh, geez, a $4 million market cap? That's wild. Oh, let's see. I mean, it's tiny. Are they reliable? Have they been politicized? As far as I'm concerned, they're a little politicized because every now and again they change the metrics of what is going into them. I think it was last January they changed what goes into rent inflation. And so it's not technically the same data. And that's kind of an issue right now. But the trend is still down, if that makes sense. But it's not down as much as they would want you to believe by the way the numbers are. So every now and again they change the formula. But I think the last time they changed it was January 2023. So it's been a minute. Rent inflation change formula. Where is it at? I don't see the article. All I see is this one, but this isn't the right one. It was the same website, the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. I think they removed it. No, I don't see it. It was from the Bureau of Labor Statistics though, so I don't know exactly where it went. No, everything is too recent. It's all the 2024 data. '24. No, I don't see it. But they changed it in January of 2023. I know that for a fact. I just can't find it. Hey, Destruction. FOMC, the dollar index going higher. Bearish technicals because we have to take a little bit of a breather after this amazing run that we've had over the past few months before the halving. You know, accumulation of a bunch of stuff. But yeah, that's definitely part of it here. Thoughts on LimeWire? LimeWire is one of those tokens where it hasn't, like, it's kind of old, if you will. Like, let me go over here. What's the LMWR? Is there a better one out here? XC, perhaps? Not even that. Okay. Is this a new LimeWire token? Gate.io. This still feels kind of new. This might be a newer version. Well, if we're going off of this version that's on Gate.io and MEXC and stuff like that, it's actually a whole different story. Let's see. This is something you just want to hold, dollar cost average and hold. It's not coming down as much as other tokens. It's been coming down a bit every few days. It might come back as far down as 63 cents, 62 cents. But if the market dips a little bit lower, of course, it can come back down here to what, 55, which is a pretty big dip, don't get me wrong, but the way this thing has been moving, you typically just want a dollar cost average that's just grinding downwards and wait for somebody to boost the market back up here. But I would say I might be more enticed to buy below 60 cents or maybe below 65 cents, below this support level here, 63, and not so much before then. But it definitely looks like it wants to move higher here over the next few months, even next few weeks, actually. Let me back to Bitcoin for a second. Let me go back over to the 5. But let me... No, this is a different one. There used to be an older LimeWire token back, baby. Yeah, LimeWire is back, baby. Can't wait to watch this low cap Jim Sawyer. Yeah, so I think there's a new token. This is a new token here. This has to be a new token. So market cap at 4 million, grinding up to 50 million. It could be a good hold here. Could be a good hold, but this is not the one that I knew from a few years ago, back in like 2020. This seems to be a new one here. Still seems to be going strong though. Don't know why. Oh. AI Studio. Oh, totally different than what I was thinking about. Yeah, they must have revamped a whole bunch of stuff, because this is not the LimeWire I know from just a few years ago. What do you think about selling some spot Bitcoin? It like, whenever you guys ask if you guys should buy or sell, it all depends on how you guys trade. It all depends on if you guys are looking to buy or sell for a few minutes, a few days, a few weeks, a few months, etc. Right now, this is not the time where I'm buying up loads of Bitcoin. I'm just simply dollar cost averaging every few days when you have another dump. I kind of just buy a little bit more, and I'm being very, very patient with it. So I typically am not buying right now. Selling Bitcoin, it depends on the reason why you would, I guess you would want to sell Bitcoin at this price. Maybe you bought at 20,000 and you're just afraid it's gonna keep on coming down, so you want to sell now and maybe buy some up at 58,000. Yeah, you could try to do that right there. That's for sure. But it all depends on what your strategy is and what you're trying to actually accomplish by selling the Bitcoin. Yeah, no worries, DK. Have a good rest of your night, man. And hey, makers, I love in Vancouver, Bobby Michael. Yeah, I like Vancouver a lot. I used to go up there for the Chinatown quite a bit. My sister's up in Western Washington College. She's having a good time over there. She's enjoying herself. She comes back down, I think, next week. No, this Friday. This Friday she comes back for college, so I'll be happy to say hi to her and see how she's doing. There we go. But so far, Bitcoin's going sideways. It's not a bad move here. We're trying to find our bottom right now. That's basically all we're doing. The market right now is down a little bit, but not too bad. There are things like WIF, which is down 13%. This is one of those tokens that was up a lot. Relative to a whole bunch of other stuff, though, it hasn't fallen down as much as some of those other meme tokens, like maybe a Bonk has or something like that. Like, where's Bonk? See how Bonk has come down a lot more, you know? WIF is down quite a bit today, though. There we go. And now on the 5-minute chart, we're trying to curl back down a little bit more. And hey, Wes Carpenter, happy to see my man. ICP right now is fine. I'm expecting it to probably go lower over the next few days. But it's one of those few things where I was very bearish on it back in 2021, 2022, where now I can actually be like, I'm buying some up, I'm holding some, and I'm waiting for a larger move to happen during this cycle. So I'm more bullish on ICP than I definitely was a couple years ago. That's for sure. Will I get a Discord anytime soon? I have a Discord. The link's down in the description if you guys want to join it. It's just not too active. You know how when you have a Discord and not many people are talking on it, so people kind of join in, they see there's not much activity, and they kind of leave. That's basically where it's at. Like, I would check in on it every now and again, but there's not so much that happens. I don't know how to set up a Discord fully and keep it fully managed, so I've just never really put a lot of time and effort into it. But it's there. It even has a verification process. But even now, I have tons of people going into the Discord and they're pretending to be me. So I will never message you guys if you guys hop on a Discord or Telegram. Never message you guys. Never ask you for money. Just so you guys know. There you go. I'm bullish on the future of XRP in the coming months. You think it can also make a comeback? I think it can make a comeback, but it's going to have to figure out all these court cases. It's just going to have to get all that stuff settled because it's been dismal since then. Like, I hold XRP, but I'm not dollar cost averaging more into it. I'm not adding more to my positions here. I'm basically just waiting for a day when it goes sky high. But until then, I'm just being patient. Because again, it does have a larger market cap. What is it? It's like top 6 or top 7. Yeah, it's number 6 right now with $31 billion market cap. You know, I think it'll do well in the long run, but it's just short term or even medium term. It just has not been producing great results for sure. Just not producing some great results. Trading in the trees. There you go. Doggo's over here. Let's see. But yeah, but basically that's what's going on right now. It's basically just being very, very, very patient with everything. But yeah, I don't know. Discord's been kind of a hit or miss type of thing. There we go. All right. Nice. XRP needs to get back on Coinbase first. That'd be a good move there. I'm surprised they took it down. Coinbase was afraid of the SEC. Okay. Well, guys, right now I'm gonna end the stream. I'm tired. I need to stream. I'm gonna be streaming like 3 different times tomorrow. Once at 3 o'clock Eastern time, Pacific time. Excuse me. Another one around noon Pacific time for like maybe just an hour just to talk over everything. And then a couple. It'll be a couple or 3-hour stream later on that night as well. So I'm gonna call it a night. Looks like Bitcoin's trying to consolidate here a little bit more. We'll see if it continues to break down as the day goes on. But expect a lot more volatility tomorrow when the Fed meeting comes out. That's really going to be where things get a little more volatile. On the good side or the bad side, we'll have to wait and see here. Loki has to use the bathroom here, so he's staring at me like, hey, can we please use the bathroom? I'm like, fine. One more thing here. If you guys want to support the channel, one of my sponsors is Opus Clip. If you guys want to go over, search YouTube for Opus Clip, excuse me, there we go. And if you guys go to this video right here where it says Opus Clip 3.0, if you guys go over here and just type Michael sent us over, love the product, I would really appreciate that quite a bit. It just shows them that I'm talking about them more. They're flying me down to Vegas for an event, so anything you can do to help hype them up by just, again, just commenting on this, saying, hey, Michael sent me over, I love the product. And you can cause a variation there, just mention my name basically. I would appreciate it a lot. So have a great rest of your night. I'm trying to not do these longer streams anymore, so I'm gonna try to do a few streams tomorrow. I'm gonna do 1 hour stream tomorrow, another 2 hour stream tomorrow, then maybe a 3 hour stream. So I'll be streaming for like 6 hours, but I'm gonna split it up so people can listen to me throughout the day. And that way I can get some rest here as well, because I've been getting just demolished with these longer streams here, where I'm just not getting as, like, I don't have no sleep schedule. Last night I streamed from midnight to 5 a.m. What a wacky time to be live. But I want to be able to do that when I need to, so I need to get my rest. So I'll see you guys a little bit more. And hey, Ave, I appreciate that a lot. It's great if you guys want to start your own shorts channels. You can literally start a political page, or this is the easiest way. Start your own YouTube channel that's something politics-wise, and then literally just cut speeches from Trump or Biden or the Fed Powell or Marco Rubio, Ted Cruz, Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, whoever. Nancy Pelosi, tic-tac-toe, TikTok, right? And you put that up there and you get views on shorts pretty easily. And it's an easy way to grow a following if you guys want to actually make some money off of it. But yeah, go over there if you guys can. Comment, Michael sent me over. I love the product, something like that. I'd appreciate it a lot. Have a good rest of your night, everybody, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. 3 times tomorrow. Thanks.